chassis repair, refrigeration, and mobile AC, truck and trailer maintenance and trailer sales. Located at 1020 Albion Road in Unity. No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins. On the Neck Road in Benton. Check out our Facebook page for our daily specials. We use our sportsmen for everything around the property, like plowing snow all winter. We can't wait to put it to work. The Sportsman is in stock and ready for winter. Visit Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity today.
Hey guys, it's Alyssa here. Whether you're working hard in school or working hard at the gym, you need a snack that works for you. I'm proud to be a brand ambassador for Ignite Bars. Their keto-friendly protein bars are great on the way to practice or before class. You can visit ignitebars.com and use discount code ALYSSAB10, that's ALYSSAB10 at checkout and save 10%. Don't get hungry, get ignited.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711. Ready to grow your business to an epic level? Place your business ad here on this live broadcast. Contact the staff at Epic View Studios for a custom marketing plan that will directly market your business to our local community. We have a variety of budget-friendly plans that will fit your needs. Email the staff at Epic View Studios today. The all-new Toro PowerMax HD is bigger, better, and downright more powerful. The open design of the auger housing allows you to eat up large snowbanks with ease. Pull in, chop up, and throw wet snow higher and farther than ever before. Combine that with our more powerful engine, and you'll clear more snow faster. Toro's anti-clogging system devours snow fast to keep you moving. Even Mother Nature can't tangle with the Toro. Check out the all-new Toro PowerMax HD now at Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729. If you own a local Maine business, this message is for you. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win $1,000 in free advertising from Epic View Studios, the leader in local live streaming. Just scan the code with your camera app on your smartphone and fill in the information. Good luck and thanks for watching from Epic View Studios. At Central Maine Motors Auto Group, discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with our extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call our dedicated and professional sales team now, 207-358-4606. Your pets deserve the best, and at Dirigo Veterinary Care, that's exactly what we provide. Conveniently located at 14 Waterville Commons, right next to Starbucks in Waterville, we offer comprehensive veterinary care with a personal touch. Dr. Matt Townsend is ready to provide expert care to all of your pets. Call our friendly staff now, 618-6922.
You work hard for your money, and a person's finances are one thing that determines the way they live. It determines your lifestyle, what type of car you drive, the area in which you live, or what hobbies you can afford. Contact Mike Cleary at Prime Financial today at 877-9450. Visit Prime Financial at 753 West River Road in Waterville or online at primefinancial.biz.
I'm Greg Glenn, Athlete Brand Advisor and CEO of Pliable. Are you tired of sending out emails to coaches and never hearing back? One key is sending an athlete recruiting video with your email. Here's how you can learn how to get yours. Visit pliablemarketing.com, take a look at all the athlete recruiting video options, see a sample video, plus frequently asked questions. All you have to do is visit pliablemarketing.com. Let's beat your competition and create your athlete recruiting video today.
Good evening, high school football fans, and welcome to Pete Cooper Stadium at Keyes Field. Rick Dougal, Larry Workman, Gage Johnson, Eli Poulin here in the Dr. Brian Gillis Wellness Center for tonight's playoff game between the Lawerence Bulldogs and the Skowhegan Indians. These two teams have faced each other many, many times in the playoffs and regular season, and it doesn't matter what the records are. What happens, Larry?
You throw them out the window.
That's
it's
right.
Playoff football.
It's a rivalry game. Tonight's game brought to you by Dr. Brian Gillis Wellness Center, 8 Water Street in Oakland. Prime Financial, 753 West River Road in Waterville. Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Call 810-2255. Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity. Hammond Lumber Company. Online at hammondlumber.com. Central Maine Motors Auto Group, KMD Waterville. Kennebec Valley Community College. Online at kvcc.me.edu. Aquarius Pools and Spas, Augusta Road in Winslow. Dow's Quick Stop, Western Avenue in Fairfield. Hannaford Supermarket and Pharmacy at the Elm Plaza in Waterville. Pliable Marketing, create your own athlete recruiting video. Visit pliablemarketing.com. Dr. Anna Froman in Benton, call 544-6786. Northeast Analytical, China Road in Winslow. Family First Funeral Homes online at dsfuneral.com. Dixon's Family Market in Benton. Ignite Bars, visit ignitebars.com and use promo code AlyssB10. Northeast Truck and Refrigeration, call 948-5700. And Colebrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan and online at colebrookmitsubishi.com. L-Dub, we are joined by a special guest here in the booth tonight. Legendary running back from Lawerence, Kirk Matthews. Kirk, great to have you here today.
Hey, great evening. Happy to be here. Thank you.
When you think of Lawerence football, you think of running backs, and he's on the face of the Mount Rushmore.
He's on
running backs of Lawerence. He is one of them.
No question about it.
When you think of Lawerence football, you think of running backs, and you can't get much better than Kirk Matthews.
Yeah, exactly. Was 3-4 year starter? 3-year starter?
I started halfway my junior year. Halfway through that
back
season.
then, freshmen and sophomores, they didn't even get a sniff usually, right?
There was a good line of running backs all along, right? Yeah. We have a good history, like you said. So it was when it was my time to shine, you just had to be ready,
So one of the questions I had for you was, you come from a different era, and Larry and I are from that same era, obviously, and we talk about it when we're doing games. The game has changed a lot over the years, and, it used to be back then, I think we've referenced Coach Cooper a couple of times where he used to say, 3 things can happen when you throw the ball, and 2 of them are bad, right? So that's where they always ran the ball. And, back in your time, that's where the running backs, 28, 30 carries a game. Now you see a lot of these guys are getting 15, 20 carries is a big day, and they have the spread offenses. What are your thoughts on watching that, how the game has kind of evolved?
Yeah, it's certainly different from when I played. I mean, like you say, we used to line up in a power I and run, off tackle quite a bit. Off right up the middle sometimes as well, and then we had our special plays where we could run a toss or a quick pitch, but it's certainly different now. They put a lot of guys in motion. You start from an H-back and they come across the backfield, a lot of deception, a lot of crisscrossing and counter-action kind of things that is a little bit different than when I played, yeah.
Actually, when I did the Winslow game a couple weeks ago, and they played Belfast, and they run the what is that, the triple option, where they have the two backs like on the corners.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that for a couple of years.
That's right.
It was kind of weird watching it, but yeah, it's a different time, and you know, they say the athletes are, you know, much better today, but you know, I was watching some of your state championship game that you could find on YouTube, and boy, there was some big fellas on that field.
Yeah, there sure was. Thornton was stacked that year, and we weren't a small team, you know, up front for the line. So, you know, I had one of the best lines in the state, I feel, and they certainly did their part. But you know, we didn't play well that day, and you know, you can't play defense the whole game and expect to win, right? So we had our moments, but you know, wish we could have that one back for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah, you know, talking about that state game, you know, what a great way to start the game. Thornton kicked off to Lawerence. You got the ball at the 15-yard line, and you took it to the house. You know, had a nice wedge that you right up the middle of the field, and I don't think you got touched by a Thornton Academy guy. I think you got bumped by one of your Lawerence guys, and he almost knocked you over. But you kept your feet and went 85 yards to open the game.
Yeah, it was, you know, kind of a surprise, I guess, if you will. But I did almost slip and fall, and yeah, I was never touched. It was just keep on running until you get to the end, you know. And luckily, I caught my balance and stayed up, and you know, we scored, and then, you know, it was different after that moment, you know. But it started out great, right? I mean,
well, you know, I mean, maybe you were tired. That's why you got burned. Because, you know, this guy, Ron Mayo, that we know, he mentioned, we have a little text group from the Shockers that we were talking back and forth about it. And he's like, yeah, he goes, ask Kirk about the time he got burned in the game. And I had to, you know, they kept running to my side after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
no,
usually when they run to your side, that means they found a weakness.
Well,
right?
I know. Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
But, you know, getting back to your senior year, over 2,100 yards of rushing, 34 touchdowns, and, you know, what a great senior year. Some of your memories from that senior year.
Oh, man. Yeah, I guess some of the highlights would have been probably our homecoming game against Waterville. We set up to throw a pitch pass on the very first play. We knew, you know, midweek we were going to do that, and it's kind of a funny story with Ronnie because he was going to be the receiver in that play, and it was designed for him and I to connect. And all week long, I could not throw a spiral for the life of me. It was horrible, and not only could I not throw it, you know, a spiral, I couldn't even reach him.
Yeah,
so
he's fast.
We didn't have any confidence that whole week that this was even going to work, and you know, that's a testament to Coach Cooper. I mean, he could have, if it was me, I would have given up on that play, right? Like, this ain't happening. Right. We're going to do something different. But, you know, he had confidence in us. And against Waterville, that play, we got the ball on the right hash, which means we would run to the left side.
So
and I'm right-handed.
Throwing against your body?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
That's the way it was
worse.
supposed to happen. But, you know, first time I'd ever say this, that I would be thankful we fumbled. and Waterville got the ball and then marched down and scored. So now Waterville's up 7-0.
Wow.
And then so we kicked the ball and we kind of huddled up, and I said, let's make sure we get the ball on the left hash. So we got the ball, and then, again, the first play, I was running to my right, thankfully, and then I just let it go, and it was a perfect spiral, and it come right down into Ron's hands. You know, you couldn't have dreamt it any better than that.
Well, what a smart play by Cooper too, because you think pitch right to you. Yeah. Everybody's coming up right because they know you're running it, right? And you probably hadn't run that.
You got to sell it a little bit.
Right.
But, I mean, it wasn't hard to sell.
You probably hadn't done it all season, right?
No, we hadn't.
That was the first time?
Yeah, that was the first pitch pass we'd done. Another highlight, you know, for me was up at Brewer when, you know, we were beating Brewer pretty good, and the coach called a hook and ladder kind of thing with Ronnie and I as well. And it went off without a hitch. You know, Brett threw it to Ronnie, and as soon as Ronnie caught it, they come in on him, and he just tossed it back to me, and we scored. So that was another highlight that, you know, we talk about.
Talk about the Winslow matchup, too, because you were telling us before they beat you at home, end the season, and then you got them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Winslow and Lawerence rivalry, I think that was huge ever since I was a kid.
Right.
And, we couldn't play them at night anymore because, it was that aggressive between towns, right? So we ended up playing during the day, and we were both undefeated. And Winslow was a tough team. They played very well. We scored first, 7-0, and we made a bunch of mistakes on that drive. And then the game just went south after that. Winslow played well. They beat us 27-7. So that was a tough pill to swallow. But we knew we'd have another chance at them, and we were able to capitalize the second time, up at Colby.
What are some of the things that Coop said to you guys before that game, the second game? Because I always think about these games when you get smoked, right?
Yeah.
And then you play them a couple weeks later and you come back and beat them. I mean, you got to, there's got to be a little bit of a confidence issue going into the game, right? Because as soon as you make a mistake, you go, oh, here we go again, right? But he must have instilled some confidence in you guys throughout the week in practice to say, we can beat these guys.
Yeah, I think, right after the first loss, right, they went through and they showed us all the mistakes that we made, and I mean, there were numerous mistakes.
Yeah.
So you correct those mistakes, and it's a different situation, right?
Yeah.
And that's, we didn't dwell on it. We knew we could beat them, and there wasn't much motivation needed, quite honestly.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So I don't really recall other than, the coaches showing us the film and then correcting it, and this is what we're going to do, and we played better. It was a stalemate for a long time, and it just took us a little bit, and then I busted one.
Yeah. Nice.
So 1988, your senior year, obviously, you get to that state game. Unfortunately, it's not how it turned out, but, after the season was over, you was one of the finalists for the Fitzpatrick Award. Who was the other candidates for that?
So the quarterback for Thornton Academy, Christian Somner, and Val Boudet of Lewiston. Val was a middle linebacker and a fullback, a stud both ways, a lot of tackles, a lot of decent yardage as a running back, right? And then, of course, Christian Sommer was a stud quarterback, ran the option for Thornton, led him to the state title, right against us. So very, very decent competition for the Fitzy for sure.
So the leading up to that, now where was this, held down in Portland?
Yeah, it was held down in Portland. Yep.
Festivities for just the weekend, or did it, build up during the week?
It was early on. It was so kind of new. It was held at the Holiday Inn in a banquet room kind of thing, and we got introduced. Ken Curtis, former Governor Ken Curtis, who was actually the president of Maine Maritime at the time.
Oh, no kidding.
Was there as a speaker, and it's been different since then, right? I mean, 25 years later, I was handing the trophy over to Ben Lucas of Coney as a Fitzy winner.
Oh, no
so,
kidding.
yeah, so it was kind of a nice tradition, and it's a well thought out event, and I didn't know much about it coming into the season. I never really understood about the Fitzy. I think the PTC, I was probably the first one maybe that kind of got it in a long time.
Oh, yeah, for years.
For years.
So we used to talk about that, how they never considered, the northern Maine teams really. And
it was never really a goal for me. The goal was to win the state ball, and all we cared about was W's and L's, and, if the stats come, the stats come, right? I mean, it's all a testament to everybody as a team, right? So, and I got to give a shout out to my linemen, the class that I was in. They were just fantastic, and, I couldn't thank them enough. From, you got Mike Beatty as a tight end, and Fred Dunn, and then tackles. You got Derek Fennell, and then guards Jay Rowe, center Tim Martin, Derek Lee, and then Sean Fennell. And, and then I had split ends in Ron Mayo and Joey West. And then I had a great fullback in front of me that, Roland Lavoie.
Yeah, he played fullback in nose guard, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I was watching some. Wow, he was.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys, fill in, and some, when some guys would go down, you'd have like Tim Young would step up as a lineman, or other guys like that, but and we had some underclassmen that were in the backfield with me, Jason Tardif and Kevin Dyer. I mean, all those guys helped me achieve the stats that I had, right? Which, you know, I'm thankful and grateful for those guys.
At what point did you, during your senior year, were you talking to multiple schools about, you know, going to the next level? What went into your decision to go to Maine Maritime?
Well, I didn't know at first what I wanted to do. I mean, what kid does at 18?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know, few and far between know what they want to do. I knew I wanted to have a good education, and I wanted to play somewhere. You know, people with the stats I had still thought I was small, and I was. So, you know, going Division III felt right to me. I wanted a chance to play right from the start, and I was fortunate to do that. And I played with a lot of guys I had played against, and, you know, guys from Waterville, guys from Winslow, other areas of Maine that would show up down at Maine Maritime, and we're all, you know, playing on the same team now. So
right.
It was kind of like assembly of some all-stars and put a team together, and we had some good years down there too.
You say you had a lot of success too with that local talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, looking, you know, we're turning the page here to Maine Maritime. Three of your years, you had over 1,000 yards, and that special year in 1992, you had 1,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, and you broke all kinds of records. Division III at Maine Maritime. Obviously, you went up there. They ran the ball a lot, but what was different at the college level?
Size and speed was definitely a factor, a big difference. And although our team in high school, we could throw the ball with Brett, with him, we threw periodically when we needed to, and it was a nice complement to the run. But I think at Maine Maritime, we had a quarterback from Thornton, Dave Robinson, and a receiver from Thornton. They were like a tandem in high school.
Okay.
And they carried on at Maine Maritime, and they were really good. They're record setters. They're going to be in the Hall of Fame. One of them already is, but the other one should follow pretty soon. And it's just we could pass, we could run, and they complemented each other very well. And it in turn helped me, as a running back, right?
Well, yeah, because if they're just focused on you the whole time,
it's
going to be hard. But.
Yep.
And you were inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2008 up at Maine Maritime.
Yes, sir.
Where would you rank these highlights in your career, as far as what you accomplish here at Lawerence, what you accomplish at Maine Maritime?
I think the one I'm probably most proud of is the Hall of Fame at Lawerence.
Yeah.
When they decided to generate the Hall of Fame, I went in the first class with Coach Cooper, Mike Neely, Dan Dangler, all guys that taught me.
You looked
up to, and I, hindsight's 20/20. I mean, if they would have been in the Hall of Fame long ago if it started earlier, right? So going in with those guys was tremendously special. It was a big class. Mike McGee was in it. It was a good class, and something I'm so proud of, really. Yeah. Almost unworthy, but definitely proud of for sure. That's probably the highest achievement that I'm happy about.
Yeah, I mean, this community is a special community. I was in, I grew up in Oakland, moved here. When my wife and I got married, she said we could live in Fairfield or Fairfield. It's up to you. So I chose Fairfield.
Good choice.
Yeah. I guess we're going to pause for a second here with the national anthem.
The singing of our national anthem tonight, sung by Mr. Terry Cooley.
Oh, it's a big one when Mr. Terry.
You don't want me to
Cooley's
sing, do you?
No.
Okay.
Well, Kirk, you wanted to give a shout out to your daughter before we let you go.
Yeah.
The floor is all yours.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to say hi to Madison. She's one of my biggest fans, and she knew I was coming down tonight, and she wanted to try to listen in, so I had to give her a shout out.
Well, the great thing about us is not only is it live, but then at the end we upload it, so you can go and watch it anytime you want.
Yeah,
So,
I was afraid of that.
hey, we really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for a few minutes.
Glad to
Lawerence
be here.
legend,
Appreciate it.
Kirk
Great
Matthews.
job.
We're going to get ready to do the game here.
Thank you, everybody. Go Dogs.
All right. So, Larry, as we said, you throw the records out the window. Good to see you. You throw the records out the window when these rivalry games are, right?
Yes.
Skowhegan has had a tough year this year, though, and you know, the one thing that's good for Lawerence is they're facing a team that has had 10 interceptions. The quarterback's had 10 interceptions on the year.
Yeah,
So,
the junior, 2 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. First game, really Lawerence shut them down. They beat them 32-7, but the game was a lot closer than the score indicates. Lawerence scores 3 touchdowns in that fourth quarter to really extend it. But the Lawerence defense, in which we haven't said this too often this year, they really controlled, that Skowhegan offense. Only 62 yards of offense rushing. They did have 101 yards passing. And, if they've looked at any film at all this year, Skowhegan's going to throw the ball tonight and really test this secondary.
well, first thing we got to do is I got to make a correction from last week because, you talk about the defense. They made a huge play at the end of the game to save that game because really Hamden should have won by all accounts. And I mistakenly said that Preston Roy was burned on the deep pass and then came back and made the play. It was actually Cole Kirian that was burned on the play, and Preston Roy made an unbelievable play as he came from across the field and knocked that ball out and recovered it to save that Lawerence win. So my apologies to Preston. I didn't see. I went back and watched it towards the end of the game there to make sure I had it right, and I didn't. And what a hell of a play!
Yeah, great play. That was a wild game. That was the second game in a row that we had over 900 yards of total offense for both teams.
Right.
We'll see if we'll have another one tonight. But Colton Carter broke the all-time Lawerence rushing single game record with 368 yards. So that was a great night, and the kid from Hamden, over 300 yards of passing. Mayock, he had a great game. So looking for another wild game, and like we said, Lawerence beat them the first time 32-7.
Lawerence is going to get the opening kickoff here. Lawerence is going to get the opening kickoff here to start the game. As we said, 32-7 win for the Bulldogs. This is the 3-6 matchup. There's another matchup tonight as the 1 and 2 seeds receive a bye in this Class B North playoff. The other game, Gardner is hosting Messalonsky in the 4-5 matchup. The winner of that takes on number 1 Falmouth, who's undefeated, and the winner of this game goes to Coney and takes on number 2 Coney.
Well, Lawerence will get the ball first. High-powered offense for Lawerence. They're averaging 32 points a game of offense. Their defense, though, is giving up 27 points a game. Skowhegan, their offense is scoring 12 points a game, and they're giving up 31 points a game.
No, that's not a good combination. Auburn will kick it off, and it's a little squib kick, and it's near the out of bounds, just barely recovered by Lawerence. It will be 1st and 10 Bulldogs at their own 27-yard line as we start this one off. Over in the South, Larry, Class B South, same situation over there. The first 2 seeds, Kennebunk and Deering, they got byes. Marshwood's taking on Gorham in the one semifinal. The winner of that gets Kennebunk, and guess who had the closest game this year against Kennebunk?
Marshwood.
Correct. Out of the shotgun, Hamlin's going to hand it off to Carter. Carter's going to get stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Nice play there by number 70, Sebastian Stewart.
Individually for Lawerence, their offense, they're led by Colton Carter, 1,137 yards of offense, rushing offense for him with 17 touchdowns. Preston Roy, 590 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. And then you got Michael Hamlin, the senior, 757 yards of passing for the senior play caller, 52 for 74 on the season. That's a 70% percentage. That's outstanding. And he had 5 touchdowns on the year.
He's playing with an injured wing, too. This is a typical Lawerence kid here that plays hurt.
Blue-collar town.
2nd and 12. Ball's fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by Skowhegan. Not a good start here for the Bulldogs, as it's number 59, Thomas Hebert, came from the right side. It was a bad pitch to Preston Roy. It was behind him, and he never got a hand on it. And the Indians are going to have it 1st and 10 at the Lawerence 20. What a turn of events here for the Bulldogs. This is the replay brought to you by Dirigo Veterinary Care. Intimate caring and the cutting-edge facilities for all your pet care needs. Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, right next door to Starbucks. Or online at DirigoVet.com.
You couldn't ask for a better thing for Skowhegan to start the game. They, got a turnover deep in Lawrence's territory and see if they can cash it in.
Auburn's going to take the direct snap, going to look for a block, turning the corner. And he's going to get down inside the 15 as Aiden Mulcahy took out the corner there, Leighton Bradford.
Some of the
5-yard pickup.
Some of the individuals for Skowhegan offensively, as you said, Jason Aubin, the junior play caller, 52 for 92 on the season for 560 yards, 2 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, though. And we'll get the running backs after this.
He's going to give it to Mulcahy. Big hole up the middle. 1st down inside the 10, down to the 6. Good blocking up front there by the offensive line. Number 51, Ben Linkletter.
McCahey was the leading rusher for Skowhegan on the season, 427 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Mulcahy is the lone setback, 2 receivers to the right. They give it to him right up the middle and runs through 1 tackle, still on his feet as he gets down near the 5. Going to be a 2nd and goal. We'll give it, the ball is just inside the 6-yard line. The favorite targets for Auburn, Caden Pelletier is the tight end on the right side. Out of the shotgun again. This time you got Austin in the backfield. They give it to Mulcahy. Mulcahy looks for a block, and he's going to be tackled inside the 5. It's going to be 3rd and goal at about the 3. Preston Roy was there for Lawerence.
You obviously 4-down territory. I'm not sure what they got for a kicker, but you got to punch that in if you're Skowhegan. You get a turnover on the Lawrence's 20. You got to make them pay.
Yeah, you're not going to win this game kicking field goals.
No, Lawerence will get their offense on track.
You get the play in to Auburn. He's got 2 receivers wide to the left. They give it to Mulcahy right up the middle. Mulcahy gets hit at about the 2. Looks like he was going to sneak in, but number 65 for the Bulldogs, that's Connor Mayo, made the tackle, and it's going to be a 4th and goal at the 3-yard line. What's Coach Brad Sear going to draw up on this one? They took over at the 20. They had a couple of nice runs, and then the Lawerence defense has stiffened since then.
This is the 6th play of this drive.
Still looking to the sideline, Larry, for the
They're
play.
going to probably have to take a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to have to, definitely. I don't understand why it's taken so long to figure. You should be ready to go with this. You are right. Hey, folks, don't forget to stick with us at halftime. we are going to bring you the all-epic team, L-Dub.
First time we've done that for football.
Yeah, we've done it for basketball before. This time we're going to do it for football. It's going to be the same rules. Break it down for them.
Well, we're going to pick 5 offensive players. We're going to pick 5 defensive players.
Defense/special teams.
Special teams, yes. We've seen some great talent, the games that we have done, and we're going to bring you the first ever all-epic football team.
By the way, Colt Carter, he's got some pretty good pedigree. Was made to realize this week. His grandfather was part of the Winslow 1976 state championship team. His dad was the captain on the Winslow team and went to the Lobster Bowl. The Lobster, is it Lobster Bowl or what do they call that? The All-Star game that they have.
It's the Lobster.
Yeah.
Lobster Bowl.
Yep. And 2 of his aunts went there as cheerleaders.
Nice.
So he's got some pedigree in the family. But you were mentioning his stats. His rushing total this year is only a couple of 100 yards short of Skowhegan's total rushing total this year.
Yeah, Skowhegan as a team, 1,300 yards. Colton Carter, 1,100. Got to give a lot of credit to the Hogs up front for Lawerence, too.
No question. 4th and goal here for the Riverhawks. They hand it off to Mulcahy, and he is not going to get in. The Bulldogs bend but don't break, and they're going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line. You can see it again here, the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay, stuffed right up the middle. Preston Roy was there. Number 66 for Lawerence. That's Ryland Smith. He was there. So Lawerence, let's see if they can hold on to the ball this time. 1st and 10.
I would say Preston Roy up the middle.
Hamlin under center. They give it right to Roy, right at the middle. Roy looks for a block and gives him some breathing room out over the 10-yard line. Boy, he is tackled there by Mulcahy.
Trevor Austin on the tackle for the Riverhawks. 2nd down and about 3.
Second drive, Bulldogs fumbled on the second play of their first drive, if you're just joining us. 7:27 to go on a moving clock. Class B quarterfinal matchup between number 3 Lawerence and number 6 Skowhegan. They're going to give it again up the middle, and nothing doing there. As that time it was Thomas Hebert, Jr., made the tackle, no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Mulcahy's the leading tackler on the team with 58 total tackles, Larry. And Dudley, the number 86, is the second leading tackler with 37. Don't have a lot of, they only had 8 sacks on the season and 0 interceptions. Thought that was interesting. They're going to give it to Carter. Carter's going to cut it outside. Carter, stiff arm at the 20. Carter down the sideline. Carter at the 50, at the 40. He's got one man to beat at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Bulldogs. Colton Carter picks up where he left off last week. Turns the corner, and he was bye-bye. Dirigo Vet Care, our instant replay. Boy, the Bulldogs need that one, L-Dub. That was an 87-yard touchdown run for Colton Carter. Last week, on the first play of the game, he had an 80-yard touchdown run. Pellerin will be on to attempt the extra point. And it is good. Drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine, New Hampshire, and online at hammondlumber.com.
That was a 3-play, 97-yard drive, and it was capped off by Colton Carter, taking it 89 yards to the house. The extra point is good, and with 6 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first quarter, Lawerence leads 7-0.
Talk about an awful turn of events for the Riverhawks. You get a turnover, you're all fired up, you get down in the goal line, you can't punch it in, And then 3 plays later, Colton Carter is running down the sideline for a touchdown. Ouch. Pellerin will kick it off. Let's see if their kickoff has gotten any better. It has been a struggle this year for these special teams for the Bulldogs, especially on kickoffs. I think the games that we've done, Larry, I bet the worst field position team has had is the 35.
Yeah.
This is a high end over end kick. It's going to come down at the 15. And turn to the corner at the 20 and tackled at the 22-yard line is Darren Gilman, senior. Skowhegan will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line, trailing 7-0 with 6:19 to go first quarter. That electrified the fans here at Pete Cooper Stadium. Now the question becomes, Larry, can Colton Carter break his school record that he set last week at 368 yards rushing?
2 carries, 88 yards.
Yeah. It's not bad. Pretty good average. Miller Foss goes wide to the left. 4 receiver set for quarterback Jason Aubin. And Skowhegan can take another timeout, L-Dub. The
very
timeouts
surprising.
in the first half, you go, whatever. But boy, how are you not ready for that?
This is their 9th game of the season,
right.
too. You understand sometimes early in the season, you're not on the same page, but, they called a timeout, and what'd they do? They ran right up the middle on fourth down. I mean,
didn't look like it was much different there. Dr. Brian Gillis Wellness Center in Oakland is committed to helping you achieve your wellness goals. Their experienced team, led by Dr. Brian Gillis, a board-certified medical doctor and surgeon with hospital privileges, offers personalized care and treatment plans designed specifically for you and your weight loss journey. Boy, I could use a weight loss journey. Stop by their walk-in clinic Wednesdays from 1 to 6 p.m. at 8 Water Street in Oakland, or call 207-716-1555 today. Same formation as they were in before the timeout. 2 receivers to the right and left for Aubin. Mulcahy, the lone setback. Back to throw. Over the middle. Caught. Oh, incomplete. He had it in his hands. Preston Roy broke it up. I think he actually dropped it. That was Caden Pelletier, the leading receiver on this Skowhegan team.
Looked like Preston Roy on that one. Just got, one of his hands and knocked him right around the elbow area, and it fell incomplete. But he was open.
Pelletier has 19 receptions for 247 yards and 2 touchdowns this year. Roy was able to break it up. 2nd and 10 for the for the Riverhawks. Pelletier is going to be wide to the right, along with Foss. He comes in motion. They give it to him. Pelletier looks, turns the corner. Nothing there. Swarmed by the blue shirts. And they're going to give him a yard, but that big blue defense was there. Darling was there, and Connor Mayo was there as well. 3rd down and 9 here for Skowhegan, trailing 7-0. They're going to send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Clark Frederick and Trevor Austin are the receivers to the left. Austin is the 2nd leading receiver on the team with 19 catches for 170 yards. Mulcahy, the lone setback, behind Aubin. Austin comes in motion. Quick toss to Mulcahy, and he's going to get a 1st down. That actually is a pass, right, Larry?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Nice looking play there by the Riverhawks as Mulcahy ran it perfectly. He faked it like he was getting the handoff, and then he kind of hung around the line and was able to get 11 yards for the 1st down.
Aubin kind of, went to the right and, hit McCahey with a little flip pass and 11 yards, 1st down.
Well, I think when they sent Austin in motion, too, they probably, they bit on that fake, too. So, good looking play. Aubin going to give it right up the middle to Mulcahy. Nice cut at the line. but not a lot there. And Jeremy Thompson was the first man there for the Bulldogs. He was also helped by Jackson O'Boyle. I think their defense this year, more than the offense, their defense misses Hunter Bellows, Dustin Hunter Bellows, who got hurt the first or second game of the year and has not been back since.
Yeah, he was the big surprise opening week against Gardner. Had just about 100 yards rushing and just very athletic.
2nd and 5, Aubin back to throw. Looking deep, has a man open, and it goes through his hands. Oh, you'd like to have, Caden Pelletier would like to have that one back. Beautiful pass by Aubin. He dropped it right in the bucket, L-Dub, as Pelletier got by Preston Roy, and he was going in for 6.
Yeah, nice play. A couple nice plays there, on this drive, and they just haven't executed, especially on that one. He was wide open. They'll revisit that play.
Actually, it was a nice play by Aubin, too. He had a little pump fake, and then threw it deep. Austin goes in motion. They're going to give it left side. Ooh, nothing there. Oh, Jeremy Thompson and Brady Richards had a meeting at Darren Gilman.
Darren Gilman's been their last 2 games. He's been their leading rusher, 96 yards and 102 last week against Herman. The week before was against Hamden that they've lost both times to the Class C schools, but he's been their leading rusher.
Punt is shanked, and it's going to take a little bit of a long Skowhegan bounce and roll down inside the 35. Well, that's a head scratcher on that play call too, Larry. 3rd and 7. I mean, the way that Aubin's throwing the ball, why aren't you maybe? And the thing about Lawerence's pass defense too is they typically at the beginning of the game, they always play off the receivers too. So why aren't you a little something out in the flat maybe to see if the guy can get 7 yards? A run-off tackle on that was never going to go anywhere. 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
3rd possession of the game for Lawerence. Turnover on the first and touchdown on the second.
There's a flag on the play. It's going to be illegal motion on Lawerence. 2 players moving at the same time. Yeah, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Well, these officials got that one right, Larry, but the officials that were doing the Giants game on Monday night cost the Giants a touchdown on that illegal shift.
I will agree on that one. The officials, as you say, tonight, referee Troy Hill. The umpire is Bill Leary. The bag judge, Rick Perry. Side judge, Brock Frederick. The other side judge, Jarek Hill. And on the clock is Amos Reed.
Where's our boy tonight? Philly. Back to throw. Hamlin gets it out in the flat to Roy, and he falls down. He tried to make a cut, but he does pick up about 3. It's going to be a 2nd down and 12 for the Bulldogs. Trying to put his foot in the ground there and get some more yardage.
I think, Lawerence, we've seen them. This is the 5th game. They really get the balls to the playmakers, obviously running, but also in the passing game, Preston Roy is their leading receiver, 342 yards on the season, and also Colton Carter gets the ball, too, in the passing game.
Handoff right up the middle. Preston Roy again. He's going to get out get to the 30. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Frederick on the tackle for the Riverhawks. 3rd and 7.
See what the offensive coordinator, Ken Lindloff, draws up for this 3rd and 8. As time is winding down in the first quarter, under 2 minutes.
Quick pass out to Roy. Roy tries to turn the corner, and he's going to be short. depending on the mark. Well, actually, might be very close to it. No, he had to get over the 38. And it looks like he's just short. Going to set up a 4th down and very short. Got to think the Bulldogs are going to punt here. They're going to measure, Larry.
Oh, 4th and 1. Does Kirk Matthews have any eligibility left? He said he could probably run one play, so I think we should give it to him. 4th and 1. 4th and inches, Kirk Matthews.
By the way, just got a text from Shane. Missalonsky's up 7-0, 3:10 left in the first. Oh, we got our former quarterback. We got our former quarterback giving us
They met earlier.
Giving us all the breakdowns.
They met earlier in the year at Missalonsky, and Missalonsky came away with a victory. But with the Crabtree points, Gardner was, had more Crabtree points than Missalonsky, so they got the home playoff game.
So Lawerence missed the 2 seed by 2 points, Larry, and it was because of the opponent's record. Coney was 32-33. Lawerence was 30-34. So, if Lawrence's opponents would have played better, they might be sitting, waiting next week for a home game here. It is 4th down, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to go. 4th and very short. I mean, with the confidence of this offense, why wouldn't you, right?
Yes. Yep, good call.
Hamlin barks out the signals. He's going to keep it himself. And it looks like he got it. Took a pretty good shot there in the head, too. But Pliable Marketing helps college and professional athletes build their athlete brand. We'll get back to that after this play. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. They're going to give it to Carter. Carter looking for a block, turns it upfield. Tries to reverse his field, and there's way too many Riverhawks there. And they're going to give him forward progress. There's a flag down on the play as well. They're going to give him forward progress to the 41-yard line. But Cale Hamilton, a freshman, made the tackle.
Second penalty of this first quarter.
That's going to march the Bulldogs back 10 yards. Actually, didn't they have a penalty on the beginning of this drive, right?
Yes, they did.
Illegal shift, so.
Yep.
It's going to make it 1st and 20 for Lawerence. 1:15 to go on a moving clock here in the first quarter. 7-0 Bulldogs. If you're just joining us, second play of the game, Lawerence fumbled. Skowhegan recovered, and they had it at the Lawerence 20-yard line, marched it down inside the 5, and got stuffed on 4th and goal at the 1. They hand it off to Carter up the middle. Carter gets grabbed as he comes through. Thomas Hebert of Skowhegan grabbed him, but he dragged Mr. Hebert 8 yards to make it 2nd and 12. It was one play in the game last week, Larry, where Colton Carter had like a 12-yard gain, and there was a sea of bodies behind him, guys that had bounced off him. He's a tough kid. 2nd and 12, Hamlin under center. Going to pitch it to Littlefield. Littlefield tries to turn the corner. Nothing there again. Big number 76, Jamison Shanowski, made the tackle. No gain. Oh, they're going to they'll give him 2. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Well, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. You score here from Pete Cooper Stadium. 7-0 Bulldogs. Back after this.
Already low tuition and the free community college program for recent graduates, KVCC students join the workforce with little to no student loan debt. For more information, please visit us online at kvcc.me.edu or call 453-5822. Kennebec Valley Community College in Fairfield is offering more than 20 degree and certificate opportunities. There's something for everyone at KVCC. Take the first step towards your future by exploring our available programs and course offerings. Scan the QR code now for more information. Dr. Brian Gillis and the team at the Wellness Center are here to assist helping you with your wellness journey. Let's meet Dr. Gillis.
We're here at the Dr. Gillis Wellness Center in Oakland, Maine. Doc, good to see you.
Greg, great to see you, old friend. Been a doctor in the greater Kennebec Valley area for a little bit over 25 years. And this is a probiotic. So this is the bacteria in your gut. These two species of bacteria, they can make a short-chain fatty acid called butyric acid. We know that when there's high levels of butyric acid in the gut, the insulin levels go down. Glucomannan, chromium picolinate, turmeric, cinnamon, and ginger. Those are the strongest prebiotics in the world. So what I did is I bulk bought it, and I buy 40 pounds of each, and then I made my own supplements by combining them. But since there's 12 of them, I had to break it into 2.
Okay.
And then I made it very affordable for patients to.
Welcome back to Pete Cooper Stadium at Keyes Field. Rick Dougal, Larry Workman, Eli Poulin, and Supervisor Gage Johnson. Supervising his butt off over there. It's the supervising level right now in this booth is off the charts right now.
It's very high.
Yeah. See his tag? Yeah, I saw it. He's got a name tag. It says supervisor on it. 3rd and 10. They took a deep shot. Lawerence took a deep shot downfield and didn't get it. So first quarter stats held up.
Okay, for Skowhegan, 22 yards rushing, 11 yards passing, total of 33. I'll continue after the punt.
A high punt. Austin's going to field it at the 20. Tries to get outside. Nice tackle, open field tackle there by, you guessed it, Preston Roy.
Yeah, he's everywhere. For Lawerence, they had 107 yards rushing. 89 came on that Colton Carter to the house touchdown run. 11 yards passing for a total of 118. One turnover in that first quarter, and that was by Lawerence, a fumble. And Lawerence leads 7-0.
Pliable Marketing helps high school, college, and professional athletes build their athlete brand. If you want to play college sports, you need a recruiting video to send to coaches. If you're a sophomore, junior, or senior, don't wait until it's too late. Get ahead of your competition and create your athlete recruiting video now. Aubin hands off to Mulcahy, and he stutter steps at the line, still on his feet, spinning, churning, burning, all the way out to the 37-yard line. He's going to be just short of a first down with a 9-yard pickup. Pliable loves helping Maine athletes. Learn more at pliablemarketing.com or call 1-707-PLIABLE. Skowhegan will go no huddle. 2nd down and 1. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Aubin. Austin in the backfield to the left of Aubin. They're going to give it to Mulcahy. Makes a cut at the line. First down and more as he drags Lawerence defenders. He ran over Preston Roy, and Connor Mayo grabbed onto him and hung on for dear life. Looks like a pretty big boy there, does Mulcahy. He gets a first down to the 45. He'll come off.
He's only a junior.
Darren Gilman comes in for a long.
We got to talk to Jonesy. There's no height, weight, come on.
Boy, he's slipping. He's been slipping.
Brian Jones does a great job up in Skowhegan.
Aubin hands it off up the middle and nothing there. Richards. Actually, it was Thompson who made the play. Big number 78. That's the second time Gilman has had, basically a tackle for loss. That was a 4-yard loss. 2nd down and 14 for Skowhegan. The Indians, the Riverhawks. I'm going to get in trouble for that. The Riverhawks are going to.
We knew for the first 50 years of our life they were
right.
They were called that.
Yeah. say they go in no huddle, but it takes them 10 minutes to get the play in. Quick throw to Pelletier, and he's going to pick up, basically get just over the line of scrimmage as Lawerence defensed that very well. Out there was Littlefield and Preston Roy.
We talked about that play on 3rd and 7 on their last drive. That's a perfect pass to, you throw it out into the flat, and hopefully your athlete will make a miss a tackle, and you would have got that first down.
3rd down and 10 here. Let's see what head coach Brad Sear has drawn up for this one. Mulcahy comes back in. Clark Frederick is going to go wide to the left. 3 receivers to the right for Auburn. Takes the snap high. He makes a nice play, rolling under pressure, and gets away from one. Looking for a block. Gets away from Roy. Cuts it back inside. Still on his feet over midfield. And a nice play by Auburn to scramble. And I don't know if they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a, if you don't make it, you give Lawerence great field position. But 4th down and 2. Trailing 7-0, you're the 6th seed with only 2 wins on the season. What do you do here, L-Dub? You probably go, right?
You go for it. Yeah, you got to. You're the lower seed. Lawerence has got a high-powered offense. You got to take advantage of this.
And looking over to the sideline for the play. Boy, it seems like you said, Larry. This is game number 9. Why should it take this long to get the play in? 4th and 2. You got to have these scenarios drawn up ahead of time, I would think. Mulcahy is the running back just behind Auburn. And they're going to give it to him. And he's going to get stacked. The Bulldog defense comes through again. Dawson Moore as well as Preston Roy there. And Moore's shook up a little bit.
Looks like. No.
Bulldogs.
I thought he had a stinger at first, but it looks like more like an ankle. But, great play by the junior linebacker. Came up, stuffed him. And again, Lawerence is held on a 4th down. 0 for 2 now in the game for Skowhegan on 4th down.
Lawerence will take over at their own 47, leading 7-0. 7:59 to go in the half. 1 receiver to the right, Hamlin under center. Kieran in the slot. They're going to give it right up the middle to Roy, and not much there. Cale Hamilton, the freshman, was there again. He's a big kid for a freshman. Boy, he's going to have a good career here at Skowhegan. You don't see a lot of freshmen starting varsity, that's for sure.
Skowhegan 2 years removed from state champion.
That's right.
Their first one since 1978. So, Skowhegan was celebrating a couple years ago. It's just taking them a little while to get back, to get some athletes back.
Hamlin throwing, has a man open, just overshoots Dawson Moore. As Moore got behind the defense, Pelletier able to catch up and make the play. Moore still hobbling after that defensive stop that he had. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Bulldogs, leading 7-0 here in the second quarter. The winner of this game takes on Coney next week. Coney team that's questionable. I mean, they put the wood to Lawerence pretty good there when they played him, but then they got beat by Medomic and Levitt. They're going to double handoff to Littlefield. Littlefield has a first down and more. Littlefield runs away from the pack. Littlefield at the 10-5, touchdown Bulldogs. Big plays have been the key for the Bulldogs. The double handoff that Lawerence just lives on and does a great job with. And Littlefield, before Skowhegan even knew it, was 5 yards behind the defense, and he runs it in easily for the touchdown. Our instant replay is brought to you by Derigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, right next door to Starbucks. Dr. Matt Townsend. If he's not the best, I don't know who is. Flag on the play as Pelletier boots it through. And it's going to be on Lawerence. So that's going to move him back 5 yards. Does Pelletier have a 25-yarder in his foot.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He's really, as the season has progressed, he's really turning into a fine kicker.
So they'll put it down at the 15.
I probably jinxed him, didn't I?
Yeah. And it is good with plenty of leg. So, the drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. L-Dub.
Okay, again, 3 plays, 53-yard drive, and Keegan Littlefield took it to the house, 51 yards out. The extra point is good, and with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in before halftime, Lawerence now leads 14-0.
If you're seeking a reputable financial advisor for guidance on 401k and 403b investments, as well as the buying and selling of stocks, bonds, or mutual funds, contact Mike Cleary at Prime Financial today. Reach Mike at 877-9450 or email him at mike@primefinancial.biz. The professionals at Family First Funeral Homes, which include Vayu Reddington, Laurie Brothers in Waterville, and Wheeler's Funeral Home in Oakland, will help your family celebrate the lives of loved ones with dignity, respect, and compassion. Since Laurie Brothers combined with Vayu Reddington, there have been many upgrades made to the spacious Waterville facility to serve families' needs through this always difficult time. To learn more, visit vrlfuneralhome.com. Pelletier booms this one. It's going to be taken inside. Oh, it's dropped at the 5. Running it out. And, ooh, big hit there on Darren Gilman. Number 21, Hunter Curtis, the sophomore, came flying down and knocked Mr. Gilman on his behind.
Well, he could be in the running for the Hammer Club.
Yeah, yeah, we got to get that going next year. Hey, if you're just joining us, you're going to want to go back later on when the supervisor, Gage Johnson, uploads this to YouTube and check out our interview with Kirk Matthews, legendary running back for Lawerence, class of '88. Played in the first state championship in Class A for the Bulldogs. Auburn's going to take the direct snap, and I don't think he fooled anybody there with that play. Is he going to get a yard out to the 25? It's going to be 2nd down and 9.
So
I'm
far,
not sure. Did he fool you on that one?
No, he
Larry?
didn't. No. In this first half so far, before that play, Skowhegan has run 18 offensive plays, Lawerence 16.
Wow. Direct snap to Auburn again. Quick throw to Austin. Austin looking for a block, and he's going to get buried. Flying in, Davin Baldick from his tackle spot was there just in time to lay out Mr. Austin. But he does get 7 or 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Riverhawks.
Really very important for Skowhegan to have a drive right here.
Yeah, take some time off.
Take some time off the clock. Only down 14-0, and really, they've been held twice on 4th down.
5 receivers set for Skowhegan, and Auburn takes it right up the middle, and I think they're going to give him the 1st down out over the 35. That was wasn't any faking there. He was taking it right up the middle, and I think that spread, obviously helped give him the lane to get that 4-yard gain to get the 1st down. 1st and 10. Skowhegan at their own 35-yard line, trailing 14-0. Gilman comes in motion. They give it to him. No, they fake it. Auburn's going to take it himself right up the middle. Still on his feet. Runs over a tackler. Keegan Littlefield got freight trained by Mr. Auburn as he went out over the 50, and he finally goes down at the 49-yard line. 1st down, Skowhegan.
Jason Auburn on the season had 293 yards rushing to go along with his 560 yards passing, 2 touchdowns on the ground for him. He's a big.
He's just a junior. They got some good young players on this Skowhegan team.
2 years ago when they won the state, they graduated almost 20 players.
Right.
I mean, and all those guys went both ways, and it's taken them a little time to recover.
Aubin takes the direct snap, looking for a block. Nothing there. The Bulldogs sniff it out this time.
They went to the well one too many times on that play.
Jeremy Thompson makes his 3rd tackle for a loss in this game. We're just in the first half. Having himself a ball game from that tackle position. Maybe the Bulldogs heard us, our detrimental comments about their defense.
Well, they graduated a lot. They lost their whole line last year.
Exactly.
So they've offensively, they can beat anyone. Defensively, not so much.
5 receiver set again for Skowhegan. They're going to fake it to Mulcahy, throw it over the middle. Man wide open, but he throws it short. Pelletier, it was 5 yards behind the defense. This has been the Achilles heel for the Lawerence defense all year, as that defensive backfield has been horrendous. He was wide open, but
Mr. Aubin would like to have that one back because he, again, that's the second time that he underthrew his receiver who was wide open, and that might have been 6.
If he gets it anywhere near him, Larry, it's 6.
Yeah.
3rd down and 13 for Skowhegan, trailing 14-0 here. 3:47 to go in the half. 5 receiver set again for Aubin. Mulcahy comes in motion. They fake it to him. Aubin going to take it right up the middle. Aubin gets himself down to a more makeable 4th down, Larry, and they'll go here because they already went for it once inside Lawerence territory. It's going to be a 4th down and looks like 3 for Skowhegan. Clock continues to roll, 3:25 to go. And Aubin, again, empty backfield, 5 receiver set. And they get Lawerence to jump off sides. I'll tell you one thing I don't like. The quarterback should not be able to go like this. I go like this, like you guys can see what I'm doing.
Hey, they can't see.
The quarterback, you saw what he just did. He slaps his hands together and he moves. The quarterback should not be able to do that. I know that it's on the defense to watch the ball and you don't move until the ball moves, but I don't like that. And it's at every level. They allow it. So 1st down, Skowhegan. The ball goes down to the Lawerence 37-yard line. A huge drive here for Skowhegan if they can get some points before the half. And they get the ball
and
first.
They get the ball. I was just going to say that.
Aubin going to take it himself. Cuts it back. Aubin, 1st down and more. And he's finally taken down by Littlefield, but not till he gets down to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Skowhegan. So the quarterback run is working right now for the Riverhawks. I mean, why wouldn't you, if you're Lawerence here, maybe have someone spy
like
him?
a spy, yes. He's 8 carries so far for the quarterback. 60 yards, 8 carries, 60 yards in this first half.
Again, empty set for Aubin. Yeah, he's going to take it himself right up the middle. He gets a block. He turns the corner. He's at the 10. Aubin still on his feet. Into the end zone. First Skowhegan touchdown. Jason Aubin. Let's see that one again. He looked. He waited for his block. Very patient. Cuts it back. Then cuts it back inside. And then he drags a couple of blue shirts into the end zone for the Skowhegan touchdown. Our instant replay is brought to you by Derigo Vet Care. 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Huge play there for Skowhegan to get some points on the board. And Aubin will attempt the extra point.
He's doing it all on this drive.
He looks tired. Got his hands on his hips. He's like, do I have to kick the extra point too? And he kicks it. It's good. And he's a little hobbled coming off the field, L-Dub. That's not good for
looking at his left ankle is already taped up. And on that drive summary, brought to you by Hammond Lumber. 22 locations, 1 near you.
Look at you. You want to take over?
No, that was a 9-play, 76-yard drive, and it was all Jason Auburn. That he had 7 rushes, 2 throws for the 76 yards, and he capped it off by a 21-yard touchdown, and he kicked the extra point, and with 1 minute, 52 seconds left before halftime, Skowhegan cuts Lawerence's lead 14-7.
Jason Auburn, a one-man wrecking crew out there. Dr. Anna Froman's a naturopathic specialist located in Benton. If you're not getting the results you need with your current PCP, call Dr. Anna Froman, now accepting new patients. Call 544-6786 today. Don't forget to stick with us. We got 1:52 to go at halftime. We're going to unveil the all-epic team on the football side of the equation. And, again, that will be, as we've done it with basketball, it's not necessarily the players that are great all year. It's what we've seen. It's a little squib kick here. And, it almost takes a Skowhegan bounce. Nice play by Jackson O'Boyle. And he barely recovers it. But, geez, great field position, Larry. That's the risk you take there. Really plenty of time, 1:51 for Lawerence to get one on the board. You remember that drive they had, I believe it was against Mount Blue earlier in the season.
That was a perfect 2-minute drive.
Right.
You know, Michael Hamlin executed that to perfection. And, you know, the thing is, they have all 3 timeouts, so they can still run the ball and, you know, call multiple plays.
They're going to hand it off right up the middle to Roy, and Roy drags a couple of Skowhegan players out over the 47-yard line. Clark Frederick made the tackle. 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Ball just over the 48-yard line. They're going to hand it off this time to Carter. Carter makes a cut. Carter cuts back again, and he's going to get taken down close to the 1st down. That time Jamison Shanowski made the tackle. And it is a 1st down for the Bulldogs. They'll stop the clock to set the chains. 1:21 to go. Lawerence right on the ball, ready to go. 2 receivers to the right for Hamlin. They give it to Carter. Carter cuts at the line. Carter spins away from a defender. Mulcahy hung on for dear life.
If he doesn't make that tackle right there, he's going to take it to the house.
It's a pickup of 9. Oh, wait a minute. The officials are timeout. I don't know if they're going to measure. Looks like they're going to measure, Larry.
Definitely helps. You know, Lawerence is, you know, stops the clock. They don't have to use a timeout.
Right. Ignite bars are a keto-friendly protein bar perfect for athletes on the go, whether it's before practice or on the way to class. Grab an Ignite bar. The bars are used by high school and college athletes, including Maddie Niles and Alyssa Bork. Right now, you can use the promo code AlyssaB10 to get 10% off your order. Don't get hungry. Get ignited. Visit ignitebars.com. 2nd and short. They'll start the clock when the chain gang gets back over to the sideline. Ball just inside the Skowhegan 37-yard line. Bulldogs leading 14-7. Skowhegan trying to hold here to keep this score going into halftime. Hamlin barks out the signal. Fake, rolling, looking, throws it up, has a man, caught by Dawson Moore! And Moore trying to wrestle away from the defender, still on his feet, he should just go down, save time. But here's the instant replay. Nice throw by Hamlin as he laid it in there perfectly. Moore made the catch, and trying to wrestle it away from him was Clark Frederick. But Moore gets all the way down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
You know, they went back to that play earlier in that 2nd quarter. He overthrew Moore, and they went back to that 30-yard gain.
Back to throw. Hamlin to the back of the end zone. Wide open touchdown! Leighton Bradford got loose behind the defense, and he makes the catch, his 3rd touchdown catch of the season. A beautiful throw by Hamlin. Let's see that instant replay. Look at this throw. Off his back foot into triple coverage, but Leighton Bradford was there to make the catch. And the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. And Leighton Bradford didn't get hurt celebrating this time, so that's good. Talking to his dad about that. He's like, hey, please tell me you didn't get hurt celebrating a touchdown. He didn't actually get hurt. He was cramped up. But I think he had an extra Gatorade today, so far he hasn't been cramping up at all. Drive summary brought to you by who?
Hammond Lumber. Hammond Lumber, 22 locations, 1 near you.
That's not the liner, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I guess you'll take it from now on.
There is one near you. That's a good one, but it's not what they wanted. Go ahead.
Okay, that was a 5-play, 57-yard drive, and just before halftime, Michael Hamlin, 8-yard touchdown pass to Leighton Bradford, his third touchdown catch of the season. The extra point is good, and with 49 seconds left to go before half, Lawerence strikes, and they lead 21-7.
That drive took a minute, Larry. It was a minute 54 left in the half when they got the ball. So you think with a running team, for the most part, which is what they are for the most part, that it'd be tough to put a 2-minute to drive together, but they've done well with it this year. Pelletier is going to squib it right up the middle, and it's almost fumbled there, but recovered by Skowhegan. That was Aiden McKenna who was able to come up with it. And the Riverhawks will have it at their own 42-yard line. Still a lot of time left. They only have one timeout left, though, Larry, as they had to use a couple of timeouts earlier in the half. But, the way they can throw the ball and the Lawerence pass defense, you add those two together, it is possible to punch one in here.
As the great Kevin Garnett says, anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Yeah, don't remind me of the time when I used to be able to watch the NBA.
That was the last NBA game you watched.
That's right, it was. Quick throw, right side, caught by Austin. And all kinds of, it's fumbled! Lawerence going to recover it. Colton Carter with the knocked it away, came up with an LT type whack of the arm. Right there, the ball comes out, recovered. Let's see the number. Is it 33? Yes, it is. It was recovered by Jackson O'Boyle, and Lawerence got a chance to punch another one in here with still 39 seconds. So I don't think they used the timeout on that drive either, did
No, they didn't.
So still have 3 timeouts in the bucket as well. Back to throw Hamlin. Hamlin looking deep. Has a man wide open. Oh, he just overshot him. Oh, Littlefield got behind the defense, and he was wide open. Well, Hamlin's going to have nightmares about that one. That was a
beautiful play call.
Yeah, it really was. He was wide open, and it wasn't a horrible pass, just a little bit.
Just a little
bit out of his reach. If he puts a little more air under that, a little higher arc, I think he drops it right in the bucket. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs, trying to capitalize on this Skowhegan turnover late in the first half. Leading 21-7, 34.4 to go. Carter to the left, Bradford to the right, Curian in the slot. They fake it. They give it to Preston Roy. Preston Roy cuts it. Preston Roy cuts it back outside. Preston Roy is going to take it to the house for a Bulldog touchdown. Oh, let's see this one again. Preston Roy, watch this. He goes, whoop, and then he goes, whoop, and then he goes, whoop, and then he goes to the house. He was running to his right, and he was running to his left, and he was running to his right. Did you catch that? Whoop. You like that?
I like it.
Okay.
I feel better if viewers can't see you dancing.
Did you see that foot fire gauge? I still got it. I got quick feet. I'm fat and old, but I still got the quickness. Extra points, good. And Skowhegan goes in and scores with a minute
52.
Minute 52 left in the half, thinking, wow, we cut it in half. We got the ball back. when we get the ball first in the second half, and then wham, wham, it's 28-7.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, there you go. Drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
2 plays, 37 yards, and it was all done by Preston Roy.
What's his name again?
Preston.
Okay.
I should know that name by now. He scored a few touchdowns this year. He took it to the house, 37 yards out. The extra point is good, and with 24 seconds left to go, Lawerence now leads 28-7. Like you said, Rick,
backbreakers.
A minute and 52. You just scored. If you could, really, hold them just for that 2 minutes before halftime. But that's the offense. That's this offense can score against anyone. Falmouth,
except for Falmouth.
But high-powered offense, 28-7, 14 points within 2 minutes.
This is going to be a long endo. Nice kick by Pelletier, and it's dropped by Gilman. He's going to scoop it up at the 3. Gilman right up the middle and has a nice return. He's still on his feet as he goes out over the 23 to the 25-yard line with 14.6 left here. I think you just take a knee, right?
Take a knee, yes.
You really can't afford another turnover. Don't forget to come back with us at halftime. We'll have our all-epic team and all the halftime stats for you. See if we can find out what's going on around the other games around the league. Handoff right up the middle, Mulcahy. Mulcahy cuts it outside. Mulcahy is going to all the way out to the 40-yard line. Nice run there by Aiden Mulcahy. It's Skowhegan going to take their last timeout, it looks like. Dirigo Veterinary Care, intimate caring and the most advanced equipment available in veterinary care. What you will experience at Dirigo Veterinary Care. Dr. Matt Townsend and his team strive to build lasting relationships with you and your pet. Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, next door to Starbucks or online at dirigovet.com. Central Maine Motors Auto Group, discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. Don't forget to ask for Al Nutter, one of their sales professionals. Kennebec Valley Community College in Fairfield is offering more than 20 degree and certificate opportunities. There is something for everyone at KVCC. Take the first step toward your future by exploring their available programs and course offerings. Call KVCC today at 453-5822. 10.2 left in the half. First and 10, Skowhegan at their own 40-yard line. Mulcahy would be the lone setback. 3 receivers to the right for Auburn, 1 to the left. Bulldogs playing that
center field
defense. Trying not to allow anything to get behind. Quick throw right side, and it's behind the intended receiver, which was Miller Foss. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Riverhawks.
Good time, Kirk Matthews talked about the hook and ladder that him and Ronnie Mayo,
right.
that would have been a perfect time,
Well,
especially with no timeouts left.
What do you think Ronnie said? Yeah, hook and ladder. Handoff right up the middle to Mulcahy. Nice gain out over midfield, another first down. But Skowhegan cannot stop the clock here, and it will start up again as soon as the chains are set. 1.3 seconds to go in the half, and that'll be it. End of the first half. It's all Bulldogs late as they turn a 14-7 game into 28-7 in the last minute 52. We'll take a break, come back, and we'll have our all-epic team for you after this.
So they take these with their apple cider vinegar along with the weight loss medication, and that's how the program works. We have lots of successful people that are doing that.
At Dr. Brian Gillis's Wellness Center, we're committed to helping you achieve your wellness goals. Our experienced team, led by Dr. Brian Gillis, a board-certified medical doctor and surgeon with hospital privileges, offers personalized care and treatment plans designed specifically for you and your weight loss journey. Stop by our walk-in clinic every Wednesday from 1 to 6 p.m. at 8 Water Street in Oakland.
Hammond Lumber Company is looking for great people to join their team. To find your place on the Hammond team, click on the careers link at hammondlumber.com.
Cashier. As a basketball player, driving to the basket is a big part of my game. I also enjoy golfing, and there's nothing like the feeling of hitting a long drive. No matter how you drive or what you drive, be sure to get your next ride at Coldbrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan. They have a great selection of vehicles, great customer service, and lots of financing options. And of course, they always take cash. Visit coldbrookmitsubishi.com or drive to see them in Skowhegan.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Dow's Quick Stop in Fairfield offers a huge variety of mouth-watering hot and cold sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches, meals to go, freshly made Italians, crisp BLTs, breakfast pizza, and much more. We use only the finest, freshest ingredients. Our menu also includes made-to-order, sizzling hot, fresh pizza and pizza by the slice for a grab-and-go. Stop in for an ice-cold beer, drinks, wine, and slush puppies. We also have your favorite brand of chips and snacks to complement your meal. Whether you're looking for a quick lunch or dinner on the go, or a sit-down meal, we've got you covered at Dow's. We've got gas, diesel, and we now accept fleet cards. Order ahead. Call Dow's now at 453-7054. Dow's Quick Stop, 74 Western Avenue in Fairfield. Your one-stop shop for gas, food, beverages, and lottery tickets. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win a $20 gift card at Dow's.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers, with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
Naturopathic medicine is a well-established system of medicine that works to achieve optimal health by striving to identify underlying causes of illness to help the body heal itself. A whole-body approach is taken to diagnose, prevent, and treat both acute and chronic conditions. A naturopathic doctor is a licensed specialist who works with patients to remove obstacles to their health, stimulate self-healing, strengthen weakened systems, use natural substances to restore, and prescribe pharmaceuticals as needed. Modalities used as treatment include therapeutic nutrition, stress management and education, vitamin and mineral supplementation, botanical medicine, and other dietary supplements. Each plan is individual as the doctor and patient work together to create their treatment plans. Conditions commonly treated include allergies, digestive issues, fatigue, chronic pain, sleep complaints, thyroid conditions, and hypertension. Contact Dr. Anna Froman in Benton and now in Brunswick, Maine to make your next appointment. 207-544-6786. Hannaford, your hometown grocery store, is hiring for all positions, competitive pay, opportunity to advance, and much more. Apply online at hannaford.com and look for the job openings link. Aquarius Pools and Spa, 224 Augusta Road in Winslow. You deserve this. Northeast Truck and Refrigeration is a family-owned and operated business that was founded in 2002. We have a wide range of services, including heavy truck and trailer repair, chassis repair, refrigeration, and mobile AC, truck and trailer maintenance, and trailer sales. Located at 1020 Albion Road in Unity. No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins. On the Neck Road in Benton. Check out our Facebook page for our daily specials. We use our sportsmen for everything around the property, like plowing snow all winter. We can't wait to put it to work. The Sportsman is in stock and ready for winter. Visit Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity today.
Hey guys, it's Alyssa here. Whether you're working hard in school or working hard at the gym, you need a snack that works for you. I'm proud to be a brand ambassador for Ignite Bars. Their keto-friendly protein bars are great on the way to practice or before class. You can visit ignitebars.com and use discount code ALYSSAB10, that's ALYSSAB10 at checkout, and save 10%. Don't get hungry, get ignited.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711. Ready to grow your business to an epic level? Place your business ad here on this live broadcast. Contact the staff at Epic View Studios for a custom marketing plan that will directly market your business to our local community. We have a variety of budget-friendly plans that will fit your needs. Email the staff at Epic View Studios today.
Hey, welcome back to Pete Cooper Stadium at Keyes Field. Rick Dougal, Larry Workman, Eli Poulin, Gage Johnson. We got the whole crew here today. Lawerence up 28-7 at the half. And L-Dub, if I can find it somewhere here in my stack of stuff, we're going to do the All-Epic team. Why don't you talk a little bit about how we break down the All-Epic team while I'm trying to find my sheet.
Okay, the All-Epic team. We got together 5 offensive players, 5 defensive/special team players that has caught our eye during the season. It doesn't have, it's the games that we saw. So
yeah, the performance they had in those games.
So if you had a great performance, you're going to be on the All-Epic team. The first ever for football.
That's right. Now, do you want to start out with offense or defense?
Well, offense. Everyone loves offense.
Okay.
Defense wins championships.
All right, so we're going to start with defense.
Yes.
All right. I'll go first. Our first defensive player on the All-Epic team this year, Elijah Overlock, defensive end for Winslow. Elijah had 3 sacks in a 46-8 win over Belfast earlier this year.
Okay, our second one is Nick McCain, again, from Winslow, the linebacker. He had 2.5 sacks in that 46-8 Belfast win.
He also had 3 tackles for loss. I don't know if I should have
yes,
told you what
I
TFL
know what
stands for.
I didn't say. I know what TFL means.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I'm also we're gonna go on the special teams for this next one. Hassan Hobby, the kicker for Winslow. Now, this was a field position thing. In the second half of that Winslow game, Winslow led 14-6 at the half, and Hobby came out and Winslow scored their first touchdown, and the next 3 kicks he had were inside the 5-yard line, and they tried to return it, and they had horrible field position, which put Winslow back in great field position when they took the ball back over, and ended up scoring and putting that game out of reach for Belfast. So Hassan Hobby is the kicker for Winslow is our next all-epic team player.
Okay, number 4 on the list is player from Mount Blue is Steve Galkowski. He is a return specialist / wide receiver for Mount Blue. He returned a kickoff 75 yards against these Lawerence Bulldogs for a touchdown. Unfortunately, it was in a 62-28 loss to Lawerence, but great highlight film for Galkowski, and he is number 4 on our list.
And the 5th player on our all-epic defensive / special teams list is Xander Cornsey, the linebacker from Waterville, in a 41-8 loss to Camden, a game that was closer than the final score. Cornsey had 14 tackles and 2 sacks. So that's a ball game.
He was all over the place, and really fine. That's what you show. Waterville had a tough year. They did not win a game, but those are the films when you break down and you show the effort that this young man had. He never gave up, and just a great performance.
Let's go over to the offensive side of the all-epic team, and you might recognize this young man.
Yeah, so this just happened last week. Colton Carter, running back from Lawerence, 28 carries, 368 yards, 4 touchdowns in a 39-35 win against Hamden. Just an outstanding season for Colton Carter. He ended up with 1,167 yards on the season, and he also broke the single game rushing record for Lawerence, and that list is outstanding.
We still don't know who it was. I've asked a bunch of people, and it's got to be either Kirk Matthews or
you had Randy Hutchinson back in the day, and you had Powers.
Oh, you also had the kid a couple of years ago or last year. Who was the stud running back they had for Lawerence? I forget his name now. Very good player. Actually graduated last year. Good basketball player, good baseball player, good all-around athlete. Then you also had the Powers kid.
Powers, yeah.
I know he had at least 350 yards in a Skowhegan win during that season. Our next player, Gavin Monyuk, the quarterback from Hamden. In that 39-35 loss, he was 15 for 23 for 315 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, on the season, he had over 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, and he's only a junior.
Yeah, they got a good young team. The Skowhegan team's a good young team as well.
Okay, next on our list, number 3, Zach Coda, running back from Bangor. 14 carries, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns in a 33-24 win over Lawerence. In that game, they basically had a 3-headed monster, another running back in their quarterback. I remember they threw the ball the first 3 times, got intercepted, and then they ran 48 straight running plays the rest of that game.
Never threw it again.
They never threw it again, and, Zach Coda, running back, Bangor.
Our next player, another quarterback, Gary Harkins, the quarterback from Mount Blue, in that 62-28 loss to Lawerence. He was 12 of 22, 236 yards and 3 touchdowns. There's a theme here with this Lawerence defensive backfield.
And our last one is another Lawerence running back. His name is Preston Roy. 15 carries, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns in a 62-28 win over Mount Blue. Just an outstanding year for Preston Roy. He ran the ball last year, got some good carries, and this year came in bigger, stronger, and he's on the all-epic team.
He is. So just a review on the defensive side, Elijah Overlock, the defensive end from Winslow, Nick McCann, the linebacker from Winslow, and Hassan Hobby, the kicker from Winslow, dominating the defensive and special team side of the All-Epic team. Then we have Steve Galkowski from Mount Blue and Xander Cornsey from Waterville round out the 5 players on our All-Epic team defensive/special team side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, the All-Epic team's led by Colton Carter, the running back from Lawerence, Gavin Moniuk, the quarterback from Hamden, Zach Cota, the running back from Bangor, Gary Harkins, the quarterback from Mount Blue, and Preston Roy, the running back from Lawerence. How about our first half stats, L-Dub?
Okay, for Skowhegan, they had 139 yards rushing on 23 carries. Passing, they had 21 yards, 4 for 8. Jason Auburn was the junior quarterback, was 4 for 8 for 21 yards. They did have 1 turnover, which led to a big touchdown right before halftime. And 1 turnover. They've had 2 penalties, and they've only had to punt once, and that was for 24 yards. For Lawerence, they had 217 yards of rushing on 16 carries. Passing, 49 yards. Michael Hamlin, 4 for 7 for 49 yards and that 1 touchdown to Leighton Bradford. Leading the way for rushing for Lawerence, you got Colton Carter, 6 carries, 110 yards. You got Preston Roy, 6 carries, 52 yards. And Keegan Littlefield, 1 carry, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with all the second half action after this. 28-7 Bulldogs at the half.
The all-new Toro Power Max HD is bigger, better, and downright more powerful. The open design of the auger housing allows you to eat up large snowbanks with ease. Pull in, chop up, and throw wet snow higher and farther than ever before. Combine that with our more powerful engine, and you'll clear more snow faster. Toro's anti-clogging system devours snow fast to keep you moving. Even Mother Nature can't tangle with the Toro. Check out the all-new Toro Power Max HD now at Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729. If you own a local Maine business, this message is for you. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win $1,000 in free advertising from Epic View Studios, the leader in local live streaming. Just scan the code with your camera app on your smartphone and fill in the information. Good luck and thanks for watching from Epic View Studios. At Central Maine Motors Auto Group, discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with our extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call our dedicated and professional sales team now, 207-358-4606. Your pets deserve the best, and at Dirigo Veterinary Care, that's exactly what we provide. Conveniently located at 14 Waterville Commons, right next to Starbucks in Waterville, we offer comprehensive veterinary care with a personal touch. Dr. Matt Townsend is ready to provide expert care to all of your pets. Call our friendly staff now, 618-6922.
Welcome back to Pete Cooper Stadium at Keyes Field. Rick Dougal, Larry Workman, Gage Johnson, and Eli Poulin in the Dr. Brian Gillis Wellness Center. I got to get up because, L-Dub, he can't, do his stats without sitting down. I'm older than you by a couple of months.
Just 1, okay?
Oh, that's right, 1, whatever.
But, first half, 28-7. Skowhegan scores with 1:52 to go before halftime, and they give up 2 touchdowns. 2 late touchdowns to Lawerence.
Nice kick by Pelletier back to the 5-yard line for Gilman. Gilman coming right up the middle. and runs into his own man. Number 16, Taryn Shields, was there making a block, and Gilman ran right into him at the 25-yard line, or 26, I'll say. 1st and 10 for Skowhegan.
See what kind of halftime adjustments. Really, Jason Aubin was the focus. 9 carries, 81 yards, and that 21-yard touchdown run right before half. And really, you got, Skowhegan really played pretty well this first half.
Actually, with 1:50 left, you're down 14-7. If you're Skowhegan coach Brad Sear, you're saying, geez, we're in pretty good position here, and then all of a sudden the wheels fell off. 3 receivers to the left for Auburn, 2 to the right, empty backfield. Back to throw over the middle, and low again. Pelletier was open, and Auburn not even close on that one. As good as he's been with running the ball, Larry, he hasn't been throwing the ball very well.
Well, they're going into the wind here, so it does affect it a little bit. And we saw a couple passes that were overthrown by Lawerence in that second quarter. They were going with the wind, so got to adjust to the wind. But they're against the wind.
Against the wind. I knew you set me up for that one. Auburn tries to go up the middle, and he is stuffed. First one there, big number 66, Ryland Smith. Bob Seeger, little Bob Seeger, never hurt anybody, right? 14-0 at the half, by the way. Mesalonsky leading Gardner at Gardner. Eagles looking to advance to next week, a showdown, if you will, against Falmouth. They played Falmouth very tough last week.
For 3 quarters, yes.
They got to think that they can play with the Navigators. I didn't think I'd remember that.
Yes, that's
pretty good, huh?
I'm going to tip my cap to you on that one.
Nice. Auburn back to throw. He throws it out in the flat. Pelletier has it. And he's going to be taken down short of the first down at the 34-yard line, a couple of yards short. It's going to be 4th down and 2 for Skowhegan, and Auburn still favoring that ankle. You got to, and he's the kicker, so you got to be a little nervous here if you're Skowhegan.
I think they're going to go.
Are they going to
go? I think the long snapper came in for the punt.
Okay.
It looked like they changed out the center.
Yeah, Auburn is going to go back to punt. He is running very gingerly out there. And they were gonna fake it. Auburn boots it, but it's gonna get hung up in the wind. Oh, it hits a Lawerence player, I think. Did it hit 33?
I think it just bounced back.
Looked like it. Well, so the Bulldogs are gonna take over at the first down marker of the Riverhawks.
That was a 2-yard punt.
Oh, wow. When was the last time you saw that?
Got the ball up into the wind. It really affected the punt, and
it was against the wind. Against the wind, still running. Boy, that boy can sing. 1st and 10, Bulldogs. Hand it off. Carter right up the middle. Carter gets behind the defense. Carter still on his feet. Carter with a foot race to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Colton Carter ran it up the middle, bounced off a couple of white shirts, and he got into the secondary, and then he was just off to the races. A couple of bad angles taken by the Riverhawk defenders, and our Dirigo Vet Care instant replay shows Colton Carter running in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. What is he, like 4 carries, 120 yards?
7 for 146.
Yeah, pretty good.
21 yards a carry.
Extra point by Mr. Pelletier is good. And the Bulldogs have opened up a 35-7 lead. They have run off 21 unanswered points since Skowhegan scored late in the first half. Our drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
One play, 36-yard drive. Colton Carter, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And with 10 minutes and 1 second left to go in the 3rd quarter, Lawerence now leads 35-7. And it really was set up on that punt that Auburn punted it, really got into the wind, kind of affected it a little bit, but it really took a bad bounce to Skowhegan and rolled back towards them for a 2-yard punt. It only took Lawerence one play to take it 36 yards. Colton Carter.
Well, Larry, let me ask you this. Do you think Auburn was actually looking to pass on that? Because I think that was part of the reason why he had a poor punt was that he just punt it right off. He, kind of like faked the pass and beautiful kick. It's going to go into the end zone.
Where
Boy,
was this all year?
Pelletier's booming the ball.
But it's with the wind, but still.
He's got
still
a heck of a
kicking
leg.
it. Because all year they really squibbed it or, punted it, kicked it off like in between the 30 and 25.
So what do you think on that? Do you think he was actually looking to throw the ball?
I think it was an option on that.
Okay.
If he saw the right, blockers and see what Lawerence was doing, he was going to probably run to the right. But
it looked like he was going to throw.
Well,
he had the ball up like he was going to throw it, and then he said, "I'm going to punt it away." Whatever it was not a good punt, and it gave Lawerence great field position. So Skowhegan takes over not empty backfield. Mulcahy's the lone setback for Auburn. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They give it to Mulcahy, and he's going to get slung down. That was Ashton Darling on the tackle. But Mulcahy picks up 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Mulcahy had a couple nice runs towards the end of the half. I'm surprised they didn't go with that on that last series, but 2nd down and 6 here for Skowhegan. They're going to give it to Mulcahy again. He gets away from one would-be tackler, and then he's taken down by Dawson Moore. Moore loses his helmet on the play. Looks like it's going to be a Skowhegan 1st down. 9:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading 35-7. Class B North quarterfinal. The winner will go to Coney next week and take on the 2nd-seeded Rams. 5-3 as well in the season, but Coney handled Lawerence pretty easily.
42-21.
Yeah. In the
2nd game of the season.
Earlier in the season, yes.
Think they'll pass against...
Yeah, I think there'll be plenty of throwing. Back to throw, Auburn. And his little screen pass over the middle to Mulcahy. Mulcahy has some blockers, and he's going to get a 1st down and more before he's finally taken down by Xavier Garcia at the 46-yard line. And it's going to be another 1st down for Skowhegan.
Nice screen that was set up by Skowhegan that time. First time they've tried that play this game.
Yeah, you can still have your passing game into the wind here, Larry. Just short passing game, right?
Yep.
Auburn looks to the sideline for the play. Gilman's going to be the lone setback. 3 receivers to the left of Auburn, 1 to the right. 1st and 10, Skowhegan trailing 35-7. They're going to give it right up the middle to Gilman. Gilman has a nice run over midfield. Taken down by Brady Richards, but not before he picks up 7. Is that Gilman that was hurt on the play?
Yes, it is.
Colebrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan has an all-star lineup of new and used vehicles. Their knowledgeable staff will help you find the Mitsubishi vehicle you want at an affordable price. Mention this ad for a free collector's edition trading card of Maine basketball star Cash McClure. Stop by at 337 Madison Avenue in Skowhegan or shop online at colebrookmitsubishi.com.
Cash.
Straight cash, homie. Hannaford's hiring for all positions and offers flexible schedules for those leading an active life. Applying is easy. Just go to hannaford.com and apply today. Epic View Studios has sponsorship space available for this broadcast. If you're looking to attract more customers, hire employees, or create awareness for your business, we can help. There are thousands of viewers, and I mean thousands, just like you, who watch sports here on Epic View Studios. Get your ad on TV. Call Brian at 207-631-8870 or email info@epicviewstudios.com. We are getting ready after this football season to have a huge basketball season, Larry. Got over 50 games scheduled. We're going to be getting a little outside of our comfort zone, doing some Winslow games this year. Handoff right up the middle, Mulcahy. And he's going to get a first down just over the 45 onto the 44 of Lawerence. So if you're a businessman out there looking to grow your business, this is the place to do it. Not only do you get all the viewers, it's very measurable because you can see how many people view these games. And you can also see how many subscribers we have, which is 7.1 thousand, so 71, almost 7,200 subscribers. Am I saying it right, subscribers?
Yes.
Okay. I know I said that wrong.
That's just on one of our channels.
That's just one. That's right. Throw over the middle. Oh, knocked down. Nice play by Bradford. They tried to get the ball to Clark Frederick. The ball was a little bit behind him, but Bradford able to close on the play and knock it down, 2nd and 10. Yeah, so very great return on your investment, too. As you, like I said, it's very measurable. Not like some other mediums that, is it mediums or media?
You know, I think they both work.
Oh, look at that. My brother would be so proud. Auburn on the pitch play, it's an option play, but nothing doing as Jackson O'Boyle did not get fooled, and he took down Mulcahy, and a flag comes down late. Sportsman-like penalty on Lawerence. I'm not sure who that was on, if it was on O'Boyle. I can tell you one thing, that's not something that Coach Hersom likes at all. And based on what happened there, it looks like Jeremy Thompson might have been the one that got called for it, because he came off the field to a lecture from Coach Hersom. That's going to put Skowhegan great field position down inside the 30 to the 28 of Lawerence. Auburn gets the play from the sideline. He's going to have Mulcahy, the lone setback, 3 receivers to his right. 1st and 10, takes the snap. Looking, all kinds of time, no pressure at all. And then he's going to get stuffed as he ran right into a couple of defenders. Baldick was there, as well as Gabe Johnson. And that's a sack. It's going to put the ball back, a loss of 3, I should say. 2nd down and 13 for Skowhegan. Keep wanting to say the I word, Larry. I got to say Skowhegan instead. Boy, it has been a struggle for Skowhegan to get the plays in, isn't it? I don't know if it's a miscommunication, because it looks like they call the play, and I do like the fact they don't make the quarterback run to the sideline every time. Empty backfield this time for Auburn. He throws over the middle, has a man wide open, and it's behind him. That's like the 3rd time that Pelletier has gotten behind the defense, and Auburn could not connect. I think the wind is a major factor, like you said, Larry. It's going to be a 3rd down and 13. Skowhegan obviously in 4-down territory here with 5:33 to go in the 3rd quarter, trailing 35-7. The winner moves on to face Coney next week down at Veterans Field in Augusta. Is that what they call it, Veterans Field?
Yes.
Isn't that what Mesalonsky calls their field as well? Eagles were leading last we knew, 14-0 over Gardner. The end of the first half. Mulcahy in the backfield for Auburn. Back to throw. Looking. Under pressure. And he's going to get sacked. No, he gets away, loses the ball, but he drops down. He falls down on it. In the backfield, making the play was Ashton Darling, as he didn't wrap him up, but he did knock the ball out, and Auburn had to go all the way back to the 47-yard line. For that one, it's going to set up a 4th down.
26 yards to go.
What do you have in the playbook?
Punt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they got in the playbook. He's going to punt it. Yeah, Preston Roy, not really back deep, but this one gets hung up in the wind as well, but it does fall down to about the 29-yard line. Lawerence will take over 1st and 10 at the 29 with 5:03 to go in the third quarter, leading 35-7.
Lawerence has had one offensive play in this third quarter.
6.
Yes.
Touchdown. You know, if you're just joining us, the game started with a Lawerence fumble. 2 plays into the game, Skowhegan had the ball at the Lawerence 20-yard line. They could not punch it in as they turned it over on downs inside the 4. They hand it off to Carter. Carter looking for a block, and he's going to get dragged down by Jamison Shinowski. So they held, and Lawerence got the ball out over the 10-yard line, and they gave it to Colton Carter, and he took it 89 yards for a touchdown. So just like that, it was 7-0. Lawerence went up 14-0, and then Skowhegan had a nice drive. Aubin dominated on the drive and took it in for a 20-yard touchdown to make it 14-7. With 1:50 left in the half, you're thinking, hey, we're in this ball game, and then all of a sudden, bang, bang, Lawerence scores 2 quick touchdowns, and they're up 28-7. 2nd and 8, they pitch it to Carter. Carter gets outside. Carter cuts it back. Carter runs through a tackle and is finally dragged down from behind by Thomas Hebert, but not before he gets out over the 45 to the 46. 1st down, Bulldogs. Larry's got great speed to go outside, but then he goes inside and he's just looking to hit somebody.
You know, nice job. You know, Skowhegan cornerback comes up and really tried to turn him back in. He really doesn't want to get him around the corner, you know, outside the corner. But like you said, he really loves punishing some of the tacklers. That was a 16-yard gain.
Well, you talk about the offensive line. It's been a huge question mark starting the season. They give it to Roy, and Roy's going to get tackled in the backfield. Nice play there by Sebastian Stewart. But the offensive line has come together this year, Larry, and you got to mention the guys on the offensive line: Xavier Garcia, Davin Baldick, Ashton Darling. You got Brady Richards, Jeremy Thompson works his way in there. Gabe Johnson, another offensive lineman. Dawson Moore, the tight end, has been a really strong blocker, and it really has been the difference on this, you know, in this running attack for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, like we said, you know, they graduated four starters off that offensive line last year, defensive line too, and they've done a great job.
Hamlin, quick throw outside to Roy, and Roy gets a nice gain before he's taken down from behind by Aiden McKenna, but not before he gets over to the 45-yard line. It's going to set up a 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. They picked up 12 on that pitch and catch. Nice looking play there. They got Roy outside and rolled Hamlin out to his right. Made a nice throw, and just like that, it's a 3rd and very makeable from a 2nd and long.
Let's go play action.
Oh, you love play action. 2:35 to go on a moving clock. 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off. Carter, 1st down, and try to pull the ball out of his hands. Did Jamison Shanowski, but he's able to make the tackle, but not before Carter gets a 1st down to the Skowhegan 41-yard line. First and 10. Hamlin under center. Carter and Roy in the backfield. They give it to Carter. Carter cuts inside. Carter breaks a tackle and gets down to the 35. Tackled again by Shinowski. It's going to set up picks up 7, 2nd and 3. Boy, great chat. If you didn't catch us in the pregame show, we were able to have a little chat with Kirk Matthews, legendary running back from the Bulldogs, class of '88. They're going to pitch it back to Carter. Carter has a block. Carter still on his feet. Down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. I'll tell you one thing, Larry. You're not going to tackle Colton Carter with running into him. You got to wrap him up.
Yes.
And
you
there's
better
a couple
go
of
low.
defenders that just tried to run into him to knock him down. They just bounce off him. Another big gain gives the Bulldogs 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line, leading 35-7 here in the third quarter. Class B North quarterfinal. Number 3 Lawerence, number 6 Skowhegan. They're going to give it to Roy, this time right up the gut. And Roy's going to get inside the 10, still on his feet as they haven't blown the whistle yet. I think the players are looking around, wondering when the whistle was going to get blown. Skowhegan saying they have the ball, but I think it was blown dead. It's going to set up a 2nd down and looks like a long one at the 7-yard line.
9th play of this drive. This is, if they cap this off for a touchdown, this would be the longest drive of the game.
They're going to give it to Carter. Carter is weaving his way through traffic and into the end zone for a touchdown. Let's see that instant replay by Dirigo Veterinary Care. Carter takes the handoff, goes right up the middle, cuts it back, and then just wills his way into the end zone as he drags 4 white shirts. Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. 41-7 pending the extra point here from Pellerin, who's been perfect tonight. I think I called him Pelletier a couple times, didn't I? Sorry about that, Trevor.
Trevor Pellerin on for the extra point.
Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is good. Drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company. You made Larry work this time, Hammond Lumber. He actually had a few things to write down. Hammond Lumber with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
That was a 9-play, 71-yard drive, and it was capped off by Colton Carter's 3rd touchdown of the game, a 6-yard touchdown run, and with 19 seconds left to go in this third quarter, Lawerence now leads 42-7.
Hey, Dixon's Country Market, no matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixings. Located on the Neck Road in Benton. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials. To order ahead, call 453-9547.
Have you seen that Facebook page? It is amazing.
I'm not on Facebook.
7,500 followers.
That's cool. I'm not on Facebook. I'm on Insta. That's what all the kids are on today. Come on, Eli. You got to be on Insta, yo.
You got to be on the gram, I know. Right.
Larry, what are you on?
Insta.
You're on. That's right. You're on Insta. You're not on Facebook? Bookface?
No. No.
Lawerence leading it 42-7 here with 19 seconds to go, third quarter. Pellerin will kick it off, back deep. For Skowhegan is Trevor Austin as well as Caden Pelletier. It's a squib kick. It rolls in between a bunch of white shirts. It's kicked. Rolls down and finally recovered by Skowhegan. They bumbled, fumbled, stumbled on that one, but Xavier Sproul Costa able to recover it. And Skowhegan will have 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line, trailing 42-7. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter. 42-7 Bulldogs. Back after this.
You work hard for your money, and a person's finances are one thing that determines the way they live. It determines your lifestyle, what type of car you drive, the area in which you live, or what hobbies you can afford. Contact Mike Cleary at Prime Financial today at 877-9450. Visit Prime Financial at 753 West River Road in Waterville or online at primefinancial.biz.
I'm Greg Glenn, athlete brand advisor and CEO of Pliable. Are you tired of sending out emails to coaches and never hearing back? One key is sending an athlete recruiting video with your email. Here's how you can learn how to get yours. Visit pliablemarketing.com, take a look at all the athlete recruiting video options, see a sample video, plus frequently asked questions. All you have to do is visit pliablemarketing.com. Let's beat your competition and create your athlete recruiting video today.
While most of you are enjoying your time in the sun, at Chase Toys in Unity, we're always thinking winter. If you've ever thought about getting a new Ski-Doo snowmobile, right now is the right time to grab a new sled. Visit ChaseToysInc.com today for the best selection. You can even order online to get that Ski-Doo feeling. And don't forget the Ski-Doo accessories too. Keeps you styling while it keeps you warm. Don't be a last-minute Lucy. Visit ChaseToysInc.com today and hit the trails with Ski-Doo and Chase Toys in Unity.
Start of the fourth quarter. New quarterback in the game. Wide open, Pelletier. And it's a foot race. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wow. Austin Lancaster, the freshman, comes into the game and throws a 85-yard touchdown pass. Or 84-yard, 86-yard, 89, 426.
Let's go 84.
22.
They're at the 16.
Okay, I can't count. Wow. You blink. Have I mentioned the Lawerence pass defense is questionable? Hey, how many times has Pelletier been wide open like that? You know, they're going with the wind. And Austin Lancaster comes in, the freshman, and throws a dime to a streaking Caden Pelletier for an 84, you said? 84?
84.
All right. Thank you for straightening me out. Looks like they're going to go for 2 as well. So I got Larry all messed up now because he's standing up. He can't write anything.
I can't multitask.
Out in the flat, looking towards the end zone. He throws it away just out of the reach of the defender, but the Hammond Lumber Drive Summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
Oh, they called the freshman in. They go fresh, go in, throw it around. Took him one play. It was an 84-yard pass play from Austin Lancaster to Caden Pelletier. The extra point was no good. The 2-point conversion was no good. And with 11 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, Skowhegan has cut the lead, 42-13.
You know, you as a Lawerence fan, you go, well, it's no big deal. It's fourth quarter. They're up by a bunch. But, you know, that's concerning. You're going into Coney next week, a very good passing team. You know,
they're not going to.
How do you stop
They're
them?
not going to miss the throws as
No.
you know, as we saw tonight. And the diaper dandy comes in and.
Oh, I knew you were going to get that in there.
84 yards.
That was a nice throw too.
Yeah, it was.
Thought Pelletier was 6 yards behind the defense.
You got to throw it, catch it, and then run.
So back deep for Lawerence is Hamlin, and I don't have a number 20. Do you have a number 20 on your? For Lawerence? Kicking off is Stewart.
Mansfield, Landis Mansfield.
Okay. It's a squib kick, and it's going to put Lawerence in great field position again as Carrion is able to recover it. Lawerence will start out 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line, leading 42-13.
Well, definitely first unit still out there for Lawerence. You know, you really want to, have a 9-10 play drive, really take out most of this, clock in this fourth quarter and hopefully get no one hurt because you're going to advance next week down to Augusta to play Coney.
You got Bradford, the lone receiver to the left. Hamlin going to hand it off right up the middle to Preston Roy. Roy picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Colton Carter on the night, 199 yards, 3 touchdowns on 13 carries.
I don't see him out there. Is he out there still?
I don't see him out there.
I don't see see him on the sideline.
Yeah,
either.
he's sitting on the bench right
okay.
now.
Yeah, so that's smart.
Yes.
Give him a breather.
Yeah.
You know, game's in hand. No need to get an injury here. So you got Preston Roy in the backfield with Jackson O'Boyle and Mike Hamlin under center. Hamlin just looking to run some time off here. Takes a snap. Going to give it to O'Boyle. O'Boyle turns the corner. Actually, it's Preston Roy. I'm sorry. And Roy going to get down to the 44-yard line of Skowhegan. Close to a first down. I think he's going to be just short. Going to set up a third down and less than a yard for the Bulldogs.
Preston Roy, 10 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown on the night. And I like what Lawerence does. They also teach the kids time management, run the clock down.
Roy in the backfield with O'Boyle. And Hamlin letting some time run off. He waits until the back judge puts his arm up, and he's going to give it to Roy. Roy with a cut at the line of scrimmage. Ooh! Oh, I'm surprised that no flag came in on that one. It looks like...
Looked like a face mask.
Yeah, almost took his head off. That was right in front of your boy down there, Bill Leary. Larry, you're going to have a chat with him.
Hey, you know, you got to keep that clock running. Plus, it's code blue.
That's right. I know. I knew you wouldn't say anything. You officials, you all stick together.
Mr. Leary's a great guy.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Yet.
They called him Twinkle Toes Leary as he quarterbacked back in high school.
They did?
Yes.
Can we start calling you that?
Twinkle Toes, yikes. Not sure I'd want that as a football player.
Oh, he was light on his feet. Come on.
Okay, cool. Jackson O'Boyle with the run up the middle. He's going to pick up about 5. Now let's give him 4, 2nd and 6. That's almost as bad as Buttercup. No, Bradford's nickname in high school. I mean, Twinkle Toes, you could have that one for like basketball, but football it's a man's game. I think I've mentioned that a few times. 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. 8:40 to go on a moving clock here in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs are going to advance to next week's semifinal against Coney. Assume it'd be Friday night at Veterans Field in Augusta. They're going to give it right up the middle to O'Boyle. He's got a first down as he rumbles down inside the 30 to the 29, tackled there by Trevor Austin of the Skowhegan Riverhawks. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! That's what a Riverhawk sounds like.
I like it.
Yeah? Okay.
Let's hear your bulldog.
Yeah, no. Listen, I don't know how many times I got to tell you this, Eli. Everything's got to be spur of the moment for me. I don't just hey, do this. Hey, funny man, do this, you know.
I thought that was a pretty good setup.
No.
We'll work on it.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Bulldogs. How's that? At the 28, Hamlin under center. They're going to give it right up the middle. It's O'Boyle again, and he's going to get taken down by Mulcahy. Clock continues to roll, 7:20 to go. 2nd and 6 on a 4-yard pickup by O'Boyle. Colton Carter is going to get the rest of the night off, looks like L-Dub. And, boy, he'd like to just be in there for maybe one more play to get over 200 yards. 199 he's got.
That's all right.
It's unofficial stats, though.
You know, he's got 50-something yards the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not a bad effort.
Hamlin looking to let some time roll. Bulldogs leading 42-13. You're going to give it to Roy on the counter. Roy right up the middle, breaks a tackle, and gets a first down to the Skowhegan 15-yard line. Preston Roy so quick. Footwork is so quick. And he can drop his leg down on a dime and cut back against the grain. Got a lot of options on that side of the ball. Don't forget to stay with us at the conclusion of the game. Our post-game show brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. We'll also bring you our play of the game, precision play of the game, brought to you by Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and our play of the game, which is also brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company. Right up the middle, O'Boyle, and he's going to pick up a couple before Mulcahy slams him down. Sebastian Stewart is hurt out there, and they're going to send the trainer on the field. So, L-Dub, how do you see things shaping up next week in the semifinals? If, let's say, Messalonski's able to hang on, and they'll have to go down and face Falmouth.
That's going to be a tall task for them. You know, they did play them, tough for 3 quarters. Falmouth scored a couple touchdowns to win by about 20 points. They're going to have to get some breaks, but they can move the ball in the air. Doucette, the junior quarterback, right now, as he was going into this game against Gardner, he had about 900 yards passing and running. So, dual threat there. Their defense, though, does give up some points. They are they average giving up 26 points a game. But, that's, you go down. Hopefully you can strike fast, get a lead, and see what happens.
You have to wonder in that game last week when Falmouth coming to town if there was a little bit of a letdown after they waxed Lawerence the week before, and they're going in and playing a team that Lawerence handled easily. You get a lot of the, maybe we just show up and put our helmets on the field and we win the game, right?
Good coaching moment right there. Hey, you gotta come ready to play every week, and now you got Lawerence traveling to Coney. They're gonna remember 42-21. They had a tough turnover right before halftime that really Coney capitalized on, just like we saw tonight, Lawerence and Skowhegan.
Gabe Fairbrother in the game at running back in the backfield with Preston Roy. Hamlin continues to let some clock run. Hands it off to Roy. Roy bounces off a tackler and trying to reverse his field. Roy looking to turn the corner. Roy trying to get to the end zone, cuts it back inside the 5 and close to the goal line. I think he's going to get knocked down at about the 1. What a run by Roy as he went to the left. Let's see that instant replay. He went to the left and he cut it back to the right and had a long way to go to get to the end zone. Mulcahy turned him back inside, and Clark Frederick made a touchdown-saving tackle just inside the 1-yard line to save a touchdown, but Bulldogs knocking on the door. You got to think it's just a matter of plays before they punch another one in here. Preston Roy, is he over 100 yards yet?
92 yards. I don't know if they'll give it to Roy or they'll go with Boyle.
No, they give it right up the middle. And stuff there. Fairbrother tried to get in, and he actually lost a yard back to the 2-yard line. I got to think that Coach Herson would be fine if they don't get a touchdown here. But I'll tell you, I did the Winslow game a few weeks ago, and Winslow scored with about a minute and a half left and then went for 2. Not cool. I didn't think that was very good.
Hey, you know what? 2's more than 1. Right?
Yeah, but
at that juncture of the game,
when you're up 46 to 7 or 46 to 8,
you know what you do then? You give a lineman a chance to kick an extra point. You have some fun with your team.
2nd and goal here at the 2. Fairbrother in the backfield. They give it to him, and he's going to get stuffed. Mulcahy came flying in and slung him down, and he is hurt. Fairbrother getting up very slow as the ball goes backwards again. And they're going to say at the 5. I'm surprised. It looked like it was more like the 7. That's going to be 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs with just under 3 minutes to go in this one, leading 42-13.
Mr. Fairbrothers, the last 2 runs has been no hole. He's take the brunt of the tackle there. Sets up a 3rd and goal at the 5. Mr. Fairbrothers again.
He's still in there. And it looks like Lawerence going to take a knee here. And we're not going to run the clock out with taking a knee, but class act here by Coach Hersom, leading 42-13. You don't need another score, right? You take another knee, give Skowhegan the ball back at the 5-yard line with a minute to go. I mean, they could score because you got Austin Lancaster, who's 1 for 1.
84 yards.
Fairbrothers going to come out, and Jackson O'Boyle comes in, and Mike Hamlin's going to take another knee, and that will turn the ball over. Lawerence.
That'll be a turnover on downs. Skowhegan will take over.
With 1:40 to go in this one, Skowhegan will take over at the 6-yard line, trailing 42-13. I think this Lawerence team can win next week. I think they can go down and beat Coney. I don't see how they beat Falmouth, unless Falmouth has an injury and or gets upset by Messalonski. That would be something to see, Messalonski Lawerence B final, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be.
Northern Maine final, I should say. Over in the South, Kennebunk undefeated after, everybody thought that they were going to, have a little bit of a rebuild this year after winning the state title last year. They lost a lot of key players off that team, and they just ended up going 8-0 on the season instead of 7-1 like they did last year.
Like you said, they don't rebuild, they reload, and it's a great football program down there, and they're looking to go back to back.
Well, they can't like the draw. They get a bye, which is awesome, right? You get a week off, you get to heal up a little bit, but then they get the winner of Marshwood and
Gorham? Or was it Gorham?
Yeah, Marshwood Gorham. No, wait a minute. Marshwood Chevrolet. Marshwood beat Chevrolet in week 7, 41-13, and they were the only one to give Kennebunk a game where they lost 37-35. The interesting thing, though, Larry, is that I was looking at the scores throughout the season, and the number 2 seed that got waxed, Deering, got beat pretty easily. I think it was 41-7 by Kennebunk. Here's a quick throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. Oh, no. Drops incomplete. What was I saying? Deering. They beat Marshwood 41-7. First game of the season. So, they wax Marshwood. Marshwood plays Kennebunk tough. Kennebunk waxes Deering. And who knows, right? Second down and 10. And going to be a flag. It's going to be a legal motion on Skowhegan. 1:36 to go here in the fourth quarter, trailing 42-13. Any other game? Do you have any other big games tonight? Obviously the ones we talked about, but there's a bunch of playoff games tonight.
I had.
I know. D has started their playoffs. Winslow plays tomorrow. Dover plays tonight. Throw down the sideline, incomplete.
The only score I have, a friend of mine's son plays for Brunswick. They had to travel and play York. They did get beat by York 21-8, so their season is over. Brunswick that went down for a year to play in the 8-man, then came back up, and that's what I think. That's what the MPA really wants. Get yourself set, get your numbers up, and then get back up to the 11-man football. but they go down to York and get beat 21-8.
Yeah, it's nice to see them come back. You have to wonder if Lisbon can do the same thing. This time they hand it off to Mulcahy. Mulcahy is going to get a first down and more as he rumbles out over the 25 to the 28-yard line before he's finally taken down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains.
First down, Skowhegan out to the 28-yard line. 27.
Aiden Mulcahy, that puts him over 100 yards for the game. 16 carries, 107 yards for the junior.
Yeah, he's a nice-looking player. You got a lot of good young talent on this Skowhegan team. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the coming years. Lancaster throws it, has a man open, and almost caught. He tried to lay it in there. Broken up by Littlefield. With the second team defense out there. Five receiver set for Lancaster. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Under pressure. Rolling away from the pressure and chasing him down from behind and shoving him out of bounds is Nash Corson, a senior. Corson had a beat on him, but Lancaster was able to get away from him and did pick up 6 yards to make it 3rd and 4. Clock continues to roll with 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Obviously, this is the future for Skowhegan. As on his first drive, he hooked up for an 84-yard touchdown strike.
He's got three receivers to the right, 2 to the left, empty backfield for the Riverhawks. Takes the snap, quick throw, gets it to the left side, and nice tackle made out there. That was Joe Green on the tackle, a sophomore for the Bulldogs, but not before Skowhegan gets a first down. Making the catch out there was Drake Tracy. Clock continues to roll. 14 seconds. This probably will be the last play of the game. Lawerence leading 42-13. They'll advance to next week's semifinal against Coney. And that is going to be the last play as Skowhegan walks to the sideline. Your final score here from Pete Cooper Stadium. 42-13, Bulldogs with the win. We'll take a break, come back, and give you all the stats from this one right after this. All right, let's...
For more than 50 years, Kennebec Valley Community College has trained the people of Maine to enter high-demand, well-paying jobs.
While most of you are enjoying your time in the sun, at Chase Toys in Unity, we're always thinking winter. If you've ever thought about getting a new Ski-Doo snowmobile, right now is the right time to grab a new sled. Visit ChaseToysInc.com today for the best selection. You can even order online to get that Ski-Doo feeling. And don't forget the Ski-Doo accessories too. Keeps you styling while it keeps you warm. Don't be a last-minute Lucy. Visit ChaseToysInc.com today and hit the trails with Ski-Doo and Chase Toys in Unity.
For more than 50 years, Kennebec Valley Community College has trained the people of Maine to enter high-demand, well-paying jobs. KVCC's cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art facilities ensure that our graduates are some of the most sought after in Maine. With our already low tuition and the free community college program for recent graduates, KVCC students join the workforce with little to no student loan debt. For more information, please visit us online at kvcc.me.edu or call 453-5822. Kennebec Valley Community College in Fairfield is offering more than 20 degree and certificate opportunities. There's something for everyone at KVCC. Take the first step towards your future by exploring our available programs and course offerings. Scan the QR code now for more information.
Welcome back to Pete Cooper Stadium at Keyes Field. Rick Dougal, Larry Workman, Gage Johnson, and Eli Poulin, 42-13. The Bulldogs get the win and move on to the semifinals of Class B North next week at Coney. If you're just joining us, you missed a good one in the beginning. Lawerence fumbled on the second play of the game. Skowhegan, great field position on the 20-yard line of Lawerence, could not punch it in. The Bulldogs turned it over on down, or the Riverhawks turned it over on downs, I should say, inside the 5-yard line. The Bulldogs defense stiffened at the goal line and would not allow it. 3 plays later, 89 yards to the house. Mr. Colton Carter.
CC,
as Larry likes to call him, for the touchdown. And it was kind of back and forth at that point. Lawerence went in and scored to make it 14-0. Skowhegan put a nice drive together to go down and score to make it 14-7 with 1:50 left. And you're going, if you're a Skowhegan fan, you're going, hey, 14-7 going into the half. We get the ball first. You know, we got a shot.
Game
in this
on,
one, right? Lawerence takes the drive in a minute. They go down and score. And then Skowhegan gets the ball back, and with like 30 seconds left, Colton Carter strips the running back, recovery. Lawerence goes in and scores, and it was Katie bar the door at that point. I had a frog in my throat there. Lawerence goes on to get the win, 42-13. Let's get our post-game awards done here. Our precision play of the game brought to you by Chase Toys, where they only have precision brands like Polaris ATVs, Skidoo snowmobiles, Lynx snowmobiles, Climb apparel, plus Toro and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. See what's available on the Thorndike Road in Unity or online at chasetoysinc.com. We're going to go with the aforementioned, how do you like that word, by the way?
that.
Fumble recovery, strip and fumble recovery by Colton Carter to set up that touchdown late in the first half to make it 28-7. So Colton Carter is our precision play of the game. And our player of the game brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. L-Dub?
We're going to give it to senior Preston Roy. Preston Roy, after that fumble by strip by Colton Carter, Preston Roy took it 37 yards on the second play of that drive right before halftime to put Lawerence up 28-7, and Preston Roy is your player of the game.
And our post-game show and stats and breakdown by the legendary L-Dub, Larry Thomas Workman.
Okay,
It's
Rick.
brought to you by him. Wait a minute.
minute.
Brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
Okay, Rick. Thanks. Okay, for Skowhegan, they closed their season at 2-7, but the future looks bright for this squad.
Yeah.
Got some nice juniors. You saw a nice freshman come in at the end of the game through a touchdown pass, and a lot of their key players are juniors. So Skowhegan will be back. Team-wise, they had 177 yards rushing, 133 yards passing for 310. Individually, Aiden McCahey, 16 carries, 107 yards for the junior. And Jason Auburn, 6 for 13 for 45 yards. And then they had the freshman Austin Lancaster that came in. I had him 2 for 5 for 88 yards and 1 touchdown. For Lawerence, they go to 6-3, and like you said, they got a date next Friday night down in Augusta against Coney. A little payback time. Bulldogs are wanting to do that. Team-wise, 359 yards of rushing offense, 60 passing yards for 419. Kind of disappointed. The last 2 games that we did, Rick, we had over 900 yards of total offense.
No, it wasn't a stellar effort by both
No, it's
teams
only
today.
700 tonight. So, we 729 total yards of offense for both teams combined. Individually, you had Preston Roy, 13 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Colton Carter, 13 carries, 199 yards, 3 touchdowns. And you had Michael Hamlin, 5 for 8, 60 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Nice game for the Bulldogs. Can they play better defense next week against Coney? That's going to be, that's going to be the key to that one. This will be our final broadcast of the season for football. We'll be back with you in November for some basketball, and we got an exciting lineup of basketball this year. Over 50 games we're going to bring you between Skowhegan, Lawerence, Messalonsky, Winslow, Waterville, and it's going to be a fun season. Looking forward to basketball season. My favorite sport, even though the NBA has tried to ruin it for me. Well, they haven't ruined local basketball. They've ruined professional basketball for me. So NBA, beat it. Nobody needs you. Final score, 42-13 here from Pete Cooper Stadium at Keyes Field. For Larry Workman, Eli Poulin, and supervisor Gabe Johnson, I'm Rick Dougal. Have a great night, everybody.
KVC's cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art facilities ensure that our graduates are some of the most sought after in Maine. With our already low tuition and the free community college program for recent graduates, KVCC students join the workforce with little to no student loan debt. For more information, please visit us online at kvcc.me.edu or call 453-5822. Kennebec Valley Community College in Fairfield is offering more than 20 degree and certificate opportunities. There's something for everyone at KVCC. Take the first step towards your future by exploring our available programs and course offerings. Scan the QR code now for more information. Dr. Brian Gillis and the team at the Wellness Center are here to assist helping you with your wellness journey. Let's meet Dr. Gillis.
We're here at the Dr. Gillis Wellness Center in Oakland, Maine. Doc, good to see you.
Greg, great to see you, old friend. Been a doctor in the greater Kennebec Valley area for a little bit over 25 years. And this is a probiotic. So this is the bacteria in your gut. These two species of bacteria, they can make a short-chain fatty acid called butyric acid. We know that when there's high levels of butyric acid in the gut, the insulin levels go down. Glucomannan, chromium picolinate, turmeric, cinnamon, and ginger. Those are the strongest prebiotics in the world. So what I did is I bulk bought it, and I buy 40 pounds of each, and then I made my own supplements by combining them. But since there's 12 of them, I had to break it into 2.
Okay.
And then I made it very affordable for patients to afford. So they take these with their apple cider vinegar along with the weight loss medication, and that's how the program works. We have lots of successful people that are doing that.
At Dr. Brian Gillis's Wellness Center, we're committed to helping you achieve your wellness goals. Our experienced team, led by Dr. Brian Gillis, a board-certified medical doctor and surgeon with hospital privileges, offers personalized care and treatment plans designed specifically for you and your weight loss journey. Stop by our walk-in clinic every Wednesday from 1 to 6 p.m. at 8 Water Street in Oakland.
Hammond Lumber Company is looking for great people to join their team. To find your place on the Hammond team, click on the careers link at hammondlumber.com.
Cashier. As a basketball player, driving to the basket is a big part of my game. I also enjoy golfing, and there's nothing like the feeling of hitting a long drive. No matter how you drive or what you drive, be sure to get your next ride at Coldbrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan. They have a great selection of vehicles, great customer service, and lots of financing options. And of course, they always take cash. Visit coldbrookmitsubishi.com or drive to see them in Skowhegan.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Dow's Quick Stop in Fairfield offers a huge variety of mouth-watering hot and cold sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches, meals to go, freshly made Italians, crisp BLTs, breakfast pizza, and much more. We use only the finest, freshest ingredients. Our menu also includes made-to-order, sizzling hot, fresh pizza and pizza by the slice for a grab-and-go. Stop in for an ice-cold beer, drinks, wine, and slush puppies. We also have your favorite brand of chips and snacks to complement your meal. Whether you're looking for a quick lunch or dinner on the go, or a sit-down meal, we've got you covered at Dow's. We've got gas, diesel, and we now accept fleet cards. Order ahead. Call Dow's now at 453-7054. Dow's Quick Stop, 74 Western Avenue in Fairfield. Your one-stop shop for gas, food, beverages, and lottery tickets. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win a $20 gift card at Dow's.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers, with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
Naturopathic medicine is a well-established system of medicine that works to achieve optimal health by striving to identify underlying causes of illness to help the body heal itself. A whole-body approach is taken to diagnose, prevent, and treat both acute and chronic conditions. A naturopathic doctor is a licensed specialist who works with patients to remove obstacles to their health, stimulate self-healing, strengthen weakened systems, use natural substances to restore, and prescribe pharmaceuticals as needed. Modalities used as treatment include therapeutic nutrition, stress management and education, vitamin and mineral supplementation, botanical medicine, and other dietary supplements. Each plan is individual as the doctor and patient work together to create their treatment plans. Conditions commonly treated include allergies, digestive issues, fatigue, chronic pain, sleep complaints, thyroid conditions, and hypertension. Contact Dr. Anna Froman in Benton and now in Brunswick, Maine to make your next appointment. 207-544-6786. Hannaford, your hometown grocery store, is hiring for all positions, competitive pay, opportunity to advance, and much more. Apply online at hannaford.com and look for the job openings link. Aquarius Pools and Spa, 224 Augusta Road in Winslow. You deserve this. Northeast Truck and Refrigeration is a family-owned and operated business that was founded in 2002. We have a wide range of services, including heavy truck and trailer repair, chassis repair, refrigeration, and mobile AC, truck and trailer maintenance and trailer sales. Located at 1020 Albion Road in Unity. No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins. On the Neck Road in Benton. Check out our Facebook page for our daily specials. We use our sportsmen for everything around the property, like plowing snow all winter. We can't wait to put it to work. The Sportsman is in stock and ready for winter. Visit Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity today.
Hey guys, it's Alyssa here. Whether you're working hard in school or working hard at the gym, you need a snack that works for you. I'm proud to be a brand ambassador for Ignite Bars. Their keto-friendly protein bars are great on the way to practice or before class.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711. Ready to grow your business to an epic level? Place your business ad here on this live broadcast. Contact the staff at Epic View Studios for a custom marketing plan that will directly market your business to our local community. We have a variety of budget-friendly plans that will fit your needs. Email the staff at Epic View Studios today. The all-new Toro Power Max HD is bigger, better, and downright more powerful. The open design of the auger housing allows you to eat up large snowbanks with ease. Pull in, chop up, and throw wet snow higher and farther than ever before. Combine that with our more powerful engine, and you'll clear more snow faster. Toro's anti-clogging system devours snow fast to keep you moving. Even Mother Nature can't tangle with the Toro. Check out the all-new Toro Power Max HD now at Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729. If you own a local Maine business, this message is for you. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win $1,000 in free advertising from Epic View Studios, the leader in local live streaming. Just scan the code with your camera app on your smartphone and fill in the information. Good luck and thanks for watching from Epic View Studios.